Hello. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. Let me see. Hold on one moment. I'm just trying to find one person here.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Please thumbs up the live. Please thumbs us up. Please, please, please. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Okay, come on.
Okay. Had a beautiful day.
Where did you see Chosen Queen sent me something at?
Send it on IG.
Oh, in the link, in our link?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Let me go back in there. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, it's the same one. Welcome in, everybody. Sylvia may not be able to make it, which is fine, but thank you all for being here. Okay, starting at the top, we have J601. Welcome in. Harrison Family Vlogs. We have 3 in the chat. If you're here, hello. Hey, baby, my granddaughter Avery. Hey, mama. We got Marley's Inspiration. Hey, Marley.
Hey, Marley.
Welcome in. So, guys, as we're going, I will be repeating a few things just so everyone can be on the same page. So today, there's Brown Girl Bella is in the building. Welcome to the stream. Hi. Right on time. We're just getting started.
At the same time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're just getting started. Welcoming everyone in. Thank you so much for being here, guys. So as I was saying, Marley's Inspiration, Finest Wine Cooking, Harrison Family Vlogs. Now, I do want to make it clear. Hello, Lewis. Hello, DZ. This is going to be a chat about women talking about issues that we go through. However, men, I am not saying that you cannot be here. You are so welcome, because you may have a mom, a sister, a aunt, a wife, a girlfriend, a niece in your family that maybe if you listen to what we're going through, you can understand them better. So please, men, you are so welcome here. Thank you for all being here. We are going to be having some panelists, and Chosen Queen, when she gets here, is my co-host. Then on the panel, we will have Eat to Live Strong. Let me take this off so you can see. We have Brown Girl Bella, and also All Things Miss Tonita. I have been trying to contact her today. I know she's a very busy woman, but if she doesn't come on, it's okay. I'm quite sure there's other people in the chat that may want to come up and give some information. So how we're going to do this, guys, is I'm going to ask you guys a few questions, and then you can tell us about your situation, whatever it is. So what it is issues that women go through. So as of the age of, I'm going to say 9, and the reason I say 9 is because my 2 daughters had their menstrual cycle at 9 years old. So we know that normally starts at 12 or 13. However, a young woman in general, so from the age of 9 until however old we become, women go through so many different issues in our bodies. Sometimes a medicine can make our pH balance off or other things off. So what I have here, let me pull it up again, to talk about are these issues, and it could be more, but these are just some that I have thought of. Again, welcome everybody in the stream. I will get back to you guys in one moment. So we'll be talking about sweating, hair loss, menopause, chafing, top heavy, where some of us women have larger breasts, and we go through something than women that have smaller breasts. There is a difference. So we'll be talking about that. Nail care, feet care, vaginal issues, eyes. Some people get dry eyes, and it could be from anything. As a woman, we go through that. Menstrual cycles, hysterectomy, and tubaligations, and more. So I just want to let you know it's going to be a gamut of things that we will be speaking on. This is an adult conversation. No one here is to be shamed or bullied. We are doing all this in love. This is a safe, loving place, okay, for all, men and women. So again, I thank you for being here. Please share me out, and please be respectful of each other. That is my main thing. And we are all adults here, and we will talk on this. We may cry, so get your tissues, because you guys know I'm a big crybaby. I cry at everything, but I'm just saying I want us to feel comfortable talking here. And if we have some women in the chat you'd like to come up, let me know. I'm happy to drop the link. But right now, let me introduce the rest of the people in the chat, and then I'm going to introduce my guest, and then we're going to start because it is 7 o'clock. Hey, Marley's Inspiration, living my blessed life. Hello, Chosen Queen. I dropped the I gave you the link in the. Drop it here again for you, Chosen Queen. I'm going to drop it again for you to come up. I sent it on IG. We have Lewis Fuller. Hi, Lewis. Hello, Mr. 302. How are you? We have the Crockett Way. Hi, Crockett. Hi. Crockett just had a. If you'd like to come up, you can talk about that, Crockett. Easy gameplays. We have Kristen Welton. Hey, Kristen. Wanted to make sure I caught this. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you. You can come up too, Kristen. I know, you have some things that you may want to talk about. Hello, Jaden. Hi, Rashia. Hi. You can come up. Also, if you like to come up, just let me know ahead of time, and I will bring you up into the chat. Hello, Angel. Light over darkness 33. Hello. You also can come up, Angel. I know you have some things you may want to talk about. Daddy Days is in the building. Eat till it's strong. Hi. How are you? Hi, my daughter, my oldest daughter that's in the military, guys. Latara. Hi. That's my baby. That's my oldest daughter. Hi. And my grandbaby came in too. I saw her. Let's see. I'm waiting for Chosen Queen. I don't see her come in yet. I dropped the link for her. Okay, I dropped the link. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. So guys, again, thank you all for being here. In the chat, I'm going to put this in here. And just so I'll know where I stopped at. Okay, so on the panel, guys, we have Eat to Live Strong and Brown Girl Bella. So how I like to start, and we can go any different way that we want to, but how I like to start is just ask a couple of questions. If you feel comfortable in answering them, you can. And then I want you to speak about something you may have went through that you like to share. If you don't feel comfortable sharing, it's okay. But if you'd like to give us some things, that is awesome. And I'm happy to tell you some things that I've went through also. So some things are like, what age did you start a cycle? What age did you develop, breasts, become a young woman? If you like to, what age did you start being sexually active? Because as we are women and we start to become sexually active, that does change our balance. And it really does. It does. I mean, you don't have to. I'm saying because this is some things that make a change for us. Even if when you go for a pap smear, your body changes because it's different chemicals in your body. We take antibiotics. We get yeast infections behind that. Women go through so much, guys. I mean, you don't understand. When was your first child or your first pregnancy? Because there is a difference between first child and first pregnancy. There is a big difference. What age do you think you became a woman, which is totally different? And have you ever had a miscarriage? So if you don't feel comfortable, it's fine. Just tell us some things that you like to. And whoever like to start first, you are more than welcome to. Again, guys, we have Eat to Live Strong and Brown Girl Bella on the panel. Thank you guys for being here. Please thumbs me up, share me out. Tiffany Chanel just came in. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? If you like to come up, you can too. Chosen Queen, I don't see you yet. Let me drop the link again for her.
Angel Light over Darkness says she's too old. She don't remember.
No, I'm just saying any of those things. Kristen said, I'm thinking of talking to my doctor about a hysterectomy. I know it sounds weird to say, but I think I need it. Come on up, Kristen. Come on up. I dropped the link again. I'm really waiting for Chosen Queen. I don't see her at all.
She was in the IG.
Yeah, I sent it to her.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Craig Jones. So you ladies can start. I'm just going to be talking to the chat inside here. Go right ahead. Whoever like to start first or tell us anything you like to tell us about yourself as a woman that has happened to you that maybe can help another young woman.
Okay. Do you want me to go or you want to go?
Whoever likes to go first. Go ahead.
Okay. So hi, everybody. Hi. Just wanted to go out and just say a few things that I think a lot of things was how I was brought up, that I didn't say a lot of things to my parents because I didn't know how they were going to react to it. Going backwards, which we know we cannot, those are one of the things that I regret that I never did, was to be open with my parents, to talk to them. I talked with my aunts who were only 3 years older than I was, because I felt more comfortable with them. But my biggest thing was, to answer your question, I started my menstrual cycle when I was, let me think. I was graduated from 7th grade. So I'm going to say I was maybe 13.
Oh, thank you. I'm putting the stuff on the screen as I'm going through the chat, guys. Can you see it?
I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Before and after said, stage is full of beauties tonight. Thank you so much for that.
Before and after. Thank you.
Thank you.
So
At what age were you?
I was 13.
Okay.
It was the summer that I graduated from elementary school. So I was 13. I was the last one in my pack of friends to actually to experience it. And I was like, I'm the only one that hadn't experienced. But to go forward with this conversation, I had my menstrual cycle maybe twice. Didn't have it for like years. And I didn't say anything to my mom about it. It was just, I was like, woohoo, I don't have to do this thing. I'm good. I didn't say anything about it.
Chosen Queen, welcome in.
Chosen Queen.
Hey, beauty.
Hello, I'm sorry, y'all. I got my grandkids here, and I got a sister that's sick, and I'm going everywhere but the right way.
Okay,
So
I'm
please
sorry.
forgive me.
I thought you couldn't get it. Okay, if you need to drop off, sis, it's okay. We totally understand. But if you can stay and join the conversation, that with whatever you need, just let us know. We're here for you.
Okay, I will. Thank you. But let's keep my sister in prayer because she's really, really sick.
Okay, we will.
Everybody, her name is Elon. During your prayer time. Thank you.
Will do.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say.
Somebody got something on? Oh, okay. Oh, somebody got something on in the background.
I don't. I got.
Did y'all hear that?
Hold on.
I did too. Sound like a ceremony.
I heard it.
A sermon.
Okay. I don't hear it now.
Because I'm on mute. My YouTube is on mute.
Okay. Go ahead, Eat to Live. It stopped. I don't know what that
Okay. So yeah, that was the thing. I went those years without telling my mom. And, I thought that I was like, this was it. This is all, because we didn't have sex education classes in school and things like that, especially at that age. When we were in high school, we did. But I didn't tell my mom that, which actually led to me when I became an adult and married and was ready to have children. And because I wasn't having a regular cycle, I didn't tell anybody. And so that caused me to have to go to the doctor and appointments for infertility. So that all could have been retracted had I went and said something earlier. So my biggest thing is know your body. I say that all the time, know your body and tell what's happening. Write it down, talk to your doctor, talk to your parents, talk to your spouse, because those things, my husband thought that, he wanted 6 kids in the beginning. I was like, no, not 6. Not 6, maybe 4. And then we dropped it down to 3. Then we dropped it down to 2 and then 1, and then nothing ever happened. But on the upside of everything, I was blessed with raising 6 nieces and nephews. So that was like our children.
Yeah, that's like being a parent too. Yes. Can I ask you a question since you said that? If you don't want to answer, it's fine, guys, but it's just an open talk. So because you said that they found out that you were infertile, do they think that it was something from a childhood disease that it was, or did they say what could have became of it?
They never said anything about it. All they were interested in was stuffing me full of medication to make me ovulate and to do all these things, that it would happen, but I still would not have a regular cycle. It wasn't until I went to a holistic doctor that did not believe in, and she was a chiropractor. She wasn't even a doctor, not a primary care. She was a chiropractor. And she gave me some natural herbs. And then my cycle was like clockwork every month. Of course, I was way up in age by that time, but my cycle was regular because it's something that you guys are supposed to have. And most women take those pills that get that shot where they only have a cycle every year or something like that. And I was told early on that was not good, because the reason you have a cycle is to release all of the impurities in your body.
Mhm.
So I didn't agree with that, period. But no, I did not. They never found out. They were just so busy giving me medication when nothing was working. And it was so hard on my husband because every month after month we'd go to the doctor and it was the same thing, nothing. And I got to the point where I didn't even want him to go with me because I didn't want him to keep feeling some kind of way about not having a child. And it was hard on me. It was hard. I'm not going to lie. I would go to that appointment and I would cry and pray in that parking lot and get into the doctor's. I had a great doctor. He was really nice, but it just never happened. Never happened.
Wow. I'm so sorry, but you have a great life and you have to look at the positive side of everything. Like you said, you got to raise 6 of the children and
Right.
that's awesome because, you know, some people would probably say, I don't even want to do that, but you did. So you still had that kind of motherly figure, maybe to your nieces and nephew. Maybe they look at you as mom instead of auntie. I know I had a nephew who looked at me as mom instead of auntie. So, you know.
Right. That's true.
So Brown Girl Bella is on the panel. Chosen Queen joined us also, guys. Again, thank you to all in the chat. Please share me out if you can. Don't forget to thumbs up. And if you're not connected with the panel, please connect with them. I'm going to have Brown Girl Bella introduce herself and tell us what she'd like us to know about her as a woman.
Well, well, let me start by saying my name is Shannon. I go by Brown Girl Bella on YouTube, but my given name is Shannon. I started my cycle at 14. Like Eat to Live Strong said, I was the last in my clique to kind of get it. So everybody else was like, hey, I got my period and I got boobs. And I'm like, I got nothing. And I was always very slender. So guys used to tease me because I was really skinny and I had long hair. So they would call me like voodoo on a stick. Remember the big fat head and a skinny body. I forgot who rapped that song, but hurt my feelings a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'd have beat them up if I was there.
Exactly. But look at me now, honey. Look at me now.
Yes.
But out of my clique, yeah, I was the youngest one. I'm also an only child, so I didn't have any sisters to talk to, any brothers to talk to. All of my cousins, weird fact, all of my cousins who are kind of like in my age range, I'm the youngest in my father's side of the family. Of all the first cousins, the first lineage of kids that were born, I'm the first in the baby. I'm sorry, I'm the last in the baby. So that's on my father's side. And my father was the last in the baby. So the last in the baby had the last in the baby. Weird. Then on my mother's side, out of the second cousins, because my mother's the first here, out of the second cousins, I'm the last in the baby on that side. So you can imagine I was sunned a lot. Like, you can't go here with us because we going to the party and you too young. You can't do this. You can't do that. So I was always stuck in the house with these older women. Woo. And so, right. Well, I mean, honey, because that's why I love my seasoned Bellas, because they give me the tea on everything. Because our seasoned Bellas know where it's at. But just to give you some context of how I grew up, very kind of like sheltered and was baby because I'm the baby on both sides. So when I finally became 14 and I finally developed and I finally got my period, my mother was working, my father was working. So I was in the house by myself. And she kind of told me what to expect. And my mother is very open about anything. You want to know anything? Ask Shirley, because Shirley will give it to you. She'll give it to you straight, no chaser. So be prepared. She's nothing to fool with. She's going to tell it to you like it is. And I'll get into a story about when I was 13 and came home asking her a story and why I say this. So I was in the house by myself and I got my period. I had come home from school, terrified. And
Mm-hmm.
I said, I know my mom has some stuff somewhere. Let me look in the closet and find some stuff. I couldn't find anything but these back in the day OB tampons. I don't know if you guys know those OB tampons. Yup, you guessed it. I tried it. And that sucker hurt so bad.
Oh,
That sucker hurt so bad. I got such an intense, like it was going down, y'all. And so I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I gotta call my mother now because I'm gonna die. And she's gonna come here and she's gonna kill me because I'm dead on the floor. So I had to call my mother at work. And I said to her, I said, Mom, are you sitting down? And she's like, girl, what you want? You know, mothers, girl, what you want? I'm busy. I got that to do. I said, well, I got my period. And she was like, okay, so go and get some stuff and take care of that. And mommy will come home tonight and I'll teach you, you know, what you need to do. I said, well, I got your OB thing, but it hurts and it really it hurts my stomach and I gotta get it out, but I can't get it out.
That's not funny. I'm sorry.
That's exactly what my mother did. And she was like, girl, if you dig up in that thing and get that thing out.
Mom.
This is how my mother talks to me. This is how she talks to me at 14.
Aww.
Dig in that thing and get it out. So yeah, that's how my first time went.
Oh, wow.
Everybody at her job heard it and everything.
Exactly, she's loud.
Oh,
Get that thing and get that thing out of there. You don't know what you're doing. You can hurt yourself. Mortified. Mortified.
oh my.
Aw, Bella. I'm sorry, girl. But see, that's what women go through.
Yeah.
It is. Chosen Queen, are you feeling okay to talking or you want to set it out?
I can talk for a minute.
Okay, so we were just
that
saying,
was funny.
what are some things that you go through as a woman, some things in your body, maybe like your first cycle, your first baby, anything you want to tell us about being a woman that maybe could help another woman?
I can start with me having my first child because I was really young when I had my first baby. I was 15 when I got pregnant, but I had him on my birthday at the age of 16. And that right there changed my life a whole lot. I'm young myself, 15, still in high school, just got in high school, you know what I'm saying, 9th grade, you know what I'm saying, and raising a son, you know what I'm saying. It was no struggle for me because my mom was there for me. My son's father was there, you know, for me. To help me get through it. You know what I'm saying? I was able to finish school. You know, at a young age, I had 2 kids when I graduated because I had another one at the age of 18. You know, by the same man. You know what I'm saying? So, so that made me grow up early in life. So I want young women to know. Not saying this is a route to take, so do not take that route. But if you happen to get pregnant at a young age, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Because it might slow you down some. It will slow you down. You know what I'm saying? But don't give up. Keep pushing. I still graduated with a high school diploma. I didn't get no GED with 2 children. So it's possible to get that with help. See, I had help. I don't know what I would have done without, my ex-husband, and my mom. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I come from a big family. You know what I'm saying? It was 13 of us. So
Oh, wow.
it's 7 girls. So it was 5 older than me. So I had help in my home. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't as hard. But if you don't have help, it is help out there. Don't give up. I don't believe in abortions. You know what I'm saying? Some might believe in abortions. I don't believe in abortions at all. So I took there and I did what I had to do to be that young mother. You know what I'm saying? And just don't give up, because at the end of the day, your blessing's gonna be there. Your children. I got 3 sons though, but I raised all 3 of my sons. I did not give not one child up. You know what I'm saying? Because of hardship. You know what I'm saying? I'm an ex-drug addict. You know what I'm saying? But I still raised my boys. I still kept a roof over their head, regardless to what I was doing in my own
Proud of
personal
you.
life.
So proud of you.
But I thank God for what God is doing, in my life now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had some stumbling blocks in my young age, because I started young. I started getting high young, got pregnant young. You know what I'm saying? But I still, made it through.
That's right. Look at you now. We're proud of you, chosen queen. And thank you for sharing that. And I want to say again, this is a safe, loving place for women to talk, or men, if you need to join in and maybe there's something you can find out from us women talking. But chosen queen, thank you, because you didn't have to share that. And I want to say thank you, Dr. Nicolia Williams, for coming in. She said, chosen queen, she got it from you sharing out. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. So I just want to let you know we're talking about issues that women go through in their bodies. If you'd like to come up, be on the panel, just let me know. I will drop the link. We have awesome women here. If you're not connected to them, please do so. We have Eat to Live Strong, Brown Girl Bella, Chosen Queen, and Kristen Welton. Please welcome them in, and don't forget, go over there and show them some love. So Chosen Queen, if you're not finished, I'm going to let you finish, and then Kristen, I'm going to let you go right after her.
She can go ahead. I mean, that's all I wanted, to let people know that. So your body do changes a lot when you, get pregnant at a young age. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in my teenage years when I got pregnant with all 3 of my sons. Since my sons grew up, kind of stair-step together. I was 16, and I was 18, I was 19. You know what I'm saying? So I was still in my teenage years. So I don't know how a woman feel being pregnant as a woman, because I really was no woman. I was just a young teenager pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And your body do go through changes, even through your cycle. You know what I'm saying? I started my cycle. I was 13 years old when I started my cycle. So it was very easy for me to get pregnant. That's why, I would have had 4 children, but I had a miscarriage like 3 years after I had my child. You know what I'm saying? So I was easy to get pregnant, very easy. You know what I'm saying?
Fertile.
My mom didn't allow us girls. She didn't like us girls to wear tampons, which I probably did after I got grown. She always wanted us to wear pads because she says tampons was not good for you. I can always hear her say that. You know what I'm saying? Because she wants the cycle to flow out. You know what I'm saying? You see, like when you wear those tampons, it helps you push in. It wasn't good for a woman. That's what my mom always told me. So, so I did a lot. My body went through a lot of changes at a young age, real young age.
Yeah, because you still develop until you're 25. So that's still even young. Right. Your body is still trying to catch up with being an adult. And this is why some young boys, when they get in trouble so young, their mind hasn't developed yet to be a man, because they're still a kid at 14 and 15. They're still developing.
Right.
Thank you for sharing that, Chosen Queen. We do appreciate that.
You're so welcome. So welcome. God bless
Kristen,
you all. Go mute
welcome
up.
in. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Come on in. Let us know if like, when were you a woman? When did you get your first cycle, your first pregnancy? Just tell us anything that you like us to know, anything you feel comfortable sharing as a woman, and we would appreciate that. I'm gonna let you talk. If you guys see me things on the screen, I'm just talking to the people in the chat and welcoming them in. Okay.
Okay, well, thank you for having me. I first got my period on, oh gosh, it was actually the first day of school in grade 7. And I didn't know until, I don't know, noon. And by then it was very heavy and very embarrassing. And, you know, like we all have accidents and stuff like that, but it was a horrifying moment. And, you know, coming home and having to tell my mom, you know, I need pads and stuff like that. And I don't know, she was just really excited. And she's like, oh, it's good news. You're growing up. And I'm like, no, it's disgusting. And I thought it was just going to stay in between us, but no. You gotta be wonderful to my dad and my brother. And my brother had a friend over. So it was talked about at the dinner table.
Oh my goodness. Kristen.
So like that was horribly embarrassing, but everyone was happy that I was a woman. And it was mortifying.
I'm sorry.
Gosh. But like, and you know, I had many miscarriages until I had Kira. Kira was a rainbow baby. I had a bad miscarriage. And then, you know, I found out by accident that I was pregnant way before I was even due for my period. And in fact, the ER was, I had to go to the ER because I was in pain and I thought I had a cyst. And when they said that I was pregnant, I was like, I'm not even due for my period. And they're like, you can be pregnant and not due for your period. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll see if this stays. We'll just see. But I had to go back to the ER the next day for an ultrasound. And when I saw the doctor, he just said, yeah, well, you know, there's nothing there, so you're miscarrying. And this is right after another miscarriage. And I was heartbroken because we've been trying, you know, to have a baby. And I said, does it mean anything that I have a 5-week cycle, not a 4-week cycle? And he's like, that doesn't mean anything. Women don't have that. News to me, because I've had my period every 5 months, like every 5 weeks for all of my life. He's like, no, it's a myth. You're wrong. Okay. And I said, well, I'm not bleeding. And he said, you will. Okay. Wow. So after some choice words in my head, we left and I called my gynecologist and so upset thinking that what do I do to stop having these miscarriages? And she's like, did they do a blood test? And I said, no. She's like, well, maybe your HCG level went up. Mm-hmm. I don't know. So she's like, okay, you're going to go to this lab. They're going to take your blood and we're going to call you. Okay. So we did that. And they called me a few hours later and said, Kristen, your HCG level yesterday was 25. Now it's 80. You're pregnant.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh. So that was amazing, but still, like, that was a horrible experience. But one thing that I wish, like, I had have known a lot sooner was the migraines and the swelling and all that kind of stuff. Like, right now, I have a migraine, and my eye right here is like swelling, and I feel like it feels like it's going to slow stretch. So I won't be on here for long, but the migraines are awful, and I don't know if it has to do exactly with my cycle, but I've been noticing that lately my periods have been getting like every third cycle. My period is so heavy and so vicious with cramps. I just want to talk to my doctor to see if there's a way just to get it out. I know that sounds like such a stupid thing, but I don't think I can handle it. It's that bad when it's
wow.
It's brutal. It's just.
Are they giving you relief for your migraines? Are they giving you something to take?
So there are some things that work and some things that don't. So right now, yesterday I felt very sinusy. And so I've been taking Advil cold and sinus, and that does help. But with MS and stress And like today's my dad's birthday, and he's been gone for like 20 years now. So I knew coming up to it, it was going to be hard. I'm trying not to cry.
Okay, you can cry. It's all right. We are here to love on you, and we are here to support you. So if you have to cry, you cry, and we'll probably start crying with you. So
No, I don't want to do that.
So it's okay,
No.
though. I'm saying,
Yeah, it's
here.
just, you know, it's I don't know, like it could be like a bunch of stuff, but the emotions are crazy too. Like there's times where I'm more emotional than I need to be, and I don't know, like it could be cycle and maybe not, I don't know, but just part of being a woman, I guess. But I think I seriously want to talk to my doctor about a hysterectomy. Plus, I don't know if it'll help with the migraines. I don't know if it'll help with the MS. I don't know if it'll make it worse, but I'll find out from my doctor.
Okay, could I ask you one question, if you don't mind? Would you explain what a rainbow baby is for some of us that may not know or may not understand what that actually means, if you don't mind?
Yeah, of course. So to my knowledge, what I know is a rainbow baby is when you get pregnant after having a miscarriage.
Like right away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you lose it, because I have a rainbow baby as well. So for me, my daughter was 4 years old, 4 years younger than my son.
Oh.
And I lost her 13 days after she
I'm sorry.
born. I mean,
Oh.
it's been a while now, but it's still
It is.
up after a while.
Yeah.
But 4 years after that, I had my rainbow baby, whose name is Kiara. I see Kiara Wilson.
No way.
Kiara, so it's Kiara, and I see Kiara right
Man, my
here.
Kiara is Kiera. That's
See, look at that.
funny.
Look at that. That was for you. See, look, that was for you.
It's connection right there.
Yeah,
There you
definitely
go.
connection. What did you want to say, Eat to Live Strong?
Kristen, with your situation, I went through the same thing as far as the heavy bleeding and the migraines, and you and I both have the MS. Your doctor needs to check to see if you have polyps. If you have polyps, that will cause you to have the heavy bleeding, and they will probably check you for that.
Okay.
And that's an outpatient procedure. I went through that, and I tell you, that was probably the best sleep I ever had in my life when they gave me that. What is that stuff that Michael Jackson and all those people were taking, that medicine?
Oh,
yes, that was the best sleep I ever had. I see why they took it.
And that's just when it's scraped, like your uterus is scraped? Or is it laser?
That's an ablation.
I'm sorry?
I think that's an ablation, what you're talking about.
Yeah. They removed the polyp. They removed polyps from mine. They're little knots, like little, and they check them to make sure it's not cancerous. Everything is cancerous, but they check it if it's benign or malignant.
Yeah.
And after that, my cycles eased up and it wasn't as bad. And I was always a 3-dayer. Most of my friends hated me because I was only for 3 days.
Yeah, I don't like you either. Yeah. I don't like you.
It's like clockwork. I was so happy. I was like, I was blessed with a 3-dayer. So
wow.
They may check you for that to see if you have polyps there.
Okay.
That helped a lot. And then with the migraines, that was part of my symptoms for the MS, and that went on for years. So stress will do it to you, honey. So you can don't worry about things that you have no control over.
All right. Let me just say, welcome in everybody that came in. I did put a little message in the chat welcoming you in. That hood girl to the hood, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome to, because I had asked you last time. I know you said you may have been not been able to be here. Foodie Squad is in the building. Hey, Foodie, if you'd like to come up. We are talking about issues that women go through in their bodies. I will be telling a little bit in one moment, but I just want my guests to tell us a little bit about their self. Again, welcome in, guys. If you have not, please thumbs up the live. If you have not shared it out, please do that also. And please do not forget to connect to my awesome panelists that are here. Let me take this off the screen so you can see their names. We have Eat to Live Strong, Brown Girl Bella, and Kristen Welton. If you have not connected to them, please do so. And also Chosen Queen. She had to step away for a moment, but please connect to them. My daughter, actually, guys, this is her. She said, in the military it's hard, but she said on her last deployment in Afghanistan, she had a ruptured ovarian cyst the size of a gold ball. I think she meant golf ball. I had it, and they rushed me to the hospital. My cycle lasts almost 3 weeks every month. Yes, and mine does. When I used to get my cycle, it used to be very heavy. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I should have took stock in Kotex, because literally that's how much I use, and no joke, 2-3 boxes a week, sometimes a whole box in a day, because when I bled, it's like somebody shot me. And I'm anemic and weak, and women go through so much. Hey, Christian Raymond Pastor, how are you? Thank you for being here. You go through so much in your body. Hi, Samantha, how are you? In your body. And besides, like, only that, you get the migraines. You get, like I said, sometimes if you get some kind of infection, sometimes they give you antibiotics. For a woman, sometimes we get yeast infections. The yeast infection is actually worse than the infection they had, because now you got to deal with this. It's a mess. So our pH balance of our bodies. And like I said, if you had your cycle when you are young, I feel so bad for children under 13, girls, because, you know, we already go through it till we're like in our 50s, 60s sometimes. So to get it at 8, 9, 10, I'm like, oh my God, poor child. But I'm just saying, it's a lot that our bodies go through when we have our cycles. We get cravings, sometimes cravings for chocolate and candy and milkshakes, and then that makes us gain weight. So, you know, and then if we take the shot,
the Depo-Provera.
Depo-Provera, yeah.
We take the Depo-Provera, or we take the pills to stop from being pregnant, then that makes you gain weight, or it makes you lose weight, makes your hair come out, it makes you get pimples. So we go through a whole gamut of things in our bodies. So anyone on the panel, if you have a wife or a mother, you want to talk about a sister, anything, you are more than welcome to come up. Or if there's another woman in the chat that wants to come up, please do. So I'm going to just tell you guys a little bit about me. I just want to make sure I'm where I stopped at. Okay, I see where I stopped at. So I had my first cycle at 13. And like you, Bella, I was at home alone, upstairs in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, cramp in my stomach. Maybe I had to, you know, move my bowels, go, blood everywhere. I'm screaming, oh my God, I'm dying. My mother, girl, ain't nothing wrong with you. That's your period. Get in there and put on a tampon, not a tampon, put on a maxi pad, a Kotex back in those days. It was called Kotex. I'm like, I'm dying here. And here you go. It reminds me of that commercial that comes on now. I don't know if it's in every region, but the lady is with her cat, just playing and loving on her cat. And the kid is like, Mom, I fell. She was like, okay. And he's like, I'm bleeding. She's like, get a Band-Aid. He's like, I'm bleeding really bad. She said, get two. He started petting the cat like he's not even paying the boy no mind. He's like, whatever. I'm enjoying my little kid here. But what I'm saying is, when we go through the cycles at 13, and I had my first sexual encounter at 17. I know that may be late for some and it may be early for some, but that's my journey. I was 17, and yes, I got pregnant right away. Didn't know tittle from tattle. Got pregnant right away. Didn't even know I was pregnant. 3 months later, I walk into the store for my mom. I'm 17. I'm still playing with dolls. Back in those days, you did that. I'm still playing with my baby. And I'm at the store, and I'm like, I got a cramp. And I'm like, can I use the bathroom, sir? And he's like, yeah. Lo and behold, I'm having a miscarriage in the store. And I'm like, what is going on? So I'm bleeding, but I'm thinking I'm having my cycle. So I get home. Now, mind you, I'm having a miscarriage. I'm walking home. This is how, when you're young, your bodies can do that. If I was a little bit older, I might not get home. Boom, here's a little teeny weeny baby. Like, where the hell did this come from? You know, when you have a miscarriage, you have, yeah, but I didn't know because I wasn't really ready to be having sex anyway. But this is my truth. It's my journey. Right. You know, at 17, and I had a miscarriage, my first child. And some of us women go through that with our first pregnancy. And some people don't understand, and I don't know why, but it could be something in our bodies or our cycles, or it's telling us it's not time, or whatever the reason. But sometimes women that have their first pregnancy do lose their first child. And I see a couple of people said that they had miscarriages, and it could be a number of reasons. So I know, did you have a miscarriage, Eat to Live, or you just never got pregnant?
Never got pregnant.
You had a miscarriage, right, Bella? And you?
I had a miscarriage, and I also carried a baby full term, and
What?
then lost her.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That has to be the hardest, because when I was pregnant with my daughter that's in here now, Latara, when I was pregnant with her, I was in the hospital with a young girl, nice young girl. We was about the same age, like we were about 20. And she was full term, and her baby had died inside of her. And they said, you have to carry it. They would not take it. And then she went to labor on her own like 3 days later. But she had pregnant, had the big belly. She was in the hospital. They were still giving her stuff. She had to carry this dead fetus inside of her 9 months. Well, baby at that time, it wasn't a fetus. It was a baby, until she knew what it was and everything. And I could see and feel the hurt and pain. And so this is what I'm saying. Us as women, we carry a person inside of us, a little person, but it's still a person. We get used to it, rubbing our stomachs, and then we birth it. We want to come home with something.
Right.
And when we leave the hospital and we don't have that child, now that's mental on us, not only taxing our bodies. So we have to get our mind and our body in sync. So we go through so much as a woman. And this is why I'm having this conversation today. We need to talk about this, not only being strong. I don't want to be strong. I want to cry. I lost my child. I'm being honest. I don't want to smile. I don't want to cry. I want to hit someone. I'm mad at God or whoever you believe in at the time. So if you guys want to, you can expand on that, or you can expand on something else, because I know you guys have MS. What made you go to the doctor and say, okay, something's really wrong? What made you in your mind say, okay, this is not just a flu or cold or sickness. This is something with, like, could you not walk that morning, or did you have, like you said, a migraine, or what? If you want to expand on that, any one of you guys.
Now I can say also, when I mentioned that I was a 3-dayer and I was talking to Kristen about getting checked for the polyps, that's what led me to my doctor, because I was on for like 3 weeks, like you said, like someone shot me. It was 3 weeks, and I was not used to that. And I became depressed. It really depressed me, because I'm like, something's not right. And I went to the doctor, and I was changing my appointments because I knew I couldn't go and have a PAPS when you're like that. And I was like, finally he called. He said, what's going on? Why you keep changing your appointment? And I said, well, because I'm still on my cycle. He said, whoa, get your butt in here right now. And I went in, and he said it within 5 seconds. He said, I know it's probably one thing. He said, well, let me check. He did the check, and he said, yep. He said, I need to go and do this procedure. It's outpatient. When can you come in? I said, you got an availability today or tomorrow? Because I'm the one, I don't play with I want to know right then and there. So he saw me the next day, and that's exactly what happened. That's when he knew just from the fact that I had changed my appointments, and I was, thinking, well, he just can't do the appointment. So that is one of the things. And then I want to say one other thing. I have in my family, I have 3 family members that never missed their cycle, and they were pregnant, and they were in their 9th month, and they went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, push.
Oh, Kira.
Did not know that she was did not know they were pregnant.
Yeah, there are some women that go through and don't know they're pregnant until, like you said, there's a show on, and they don't know.
Right.
Oh, thank you, Rob. You're awesome. Until you snap your head off, right? Like the movie I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, when she had cramps, she was like, cramp. That's how you really be feeling some days.
Right.
You get so much pain. It's like, and then to bear a child, that pain of labor, as they call it, really is labor. It is so intense. It is so strong. That pain is like, I want to scratch something, skin off of something. It's awful.
Yeah.
Yes, the birth control pill, Chosen Queen. It's works for some people and it doesn't work for others. Yeah, you have to find out what works for you and what is good, because sometimes the pill can make it worse on your body. Now, have you ladies ever taken birth control? I know I have tried the pill. It made me lose a lot of weight quick, fat, like literally 40 pounds, like right away. And I was like, I can't do this. Why I have 6 children.
Yikes!
Safe to say, birth control was not my friend.
I was on birth control.
It's, you don't have to stay, but you may learn something about a female in your family. But if you don't stay, it's okay. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Yep, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was on birth control. After Kira was born, I was put on birth control because, like, they also don't make it too well known that after you have a baby, it takes a while for your cycle to get back to normal. And so I went 3 months without a period, and they said that's normal. But then I'd have like what felt like half a period, and then I wouldn't have it for the next 2 months. And so when you're scared about being pregnant again with with having a young child, I don't want to be pregnant again. So I was put on birth control pills, but they didn't want me. My doctor, I switched doctors, and my last doctor said, no. Because of your family history with blood clots and heart disease, we don't want you on this. So they took me off of it.
Okay. Hold on one moment. So Beverly Palmer said, much love to everyone just listening. She had tubal at age 24. That is young.
Wow.
A hysterectomy at 49. But after all, that is how we take care of our bodies before and after using a lot of herbs in our food. And I think she meant it's good is what she was trying to say. Mm-hmm. That's true. You have to find out what works for you. Yes, water is a must. And water is also great. It helps your skin. It helps clarity. Yes, it does help your memory. Last night, right? I think I had about 6 things of water but we had fun last night. Yes. And I'm not a water drinker, but I do like the little bottles of water. But yeah, it happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, I was on the pill. And I think I started taking it in my 20s. But for me, it messed with my psyche. For some reason, when it was time to have my cycle, I would be a raving, you know.
Not you.
And I did not know what was going on for the longest time. I'm like, why do I go from like 0 to 9,000 over the slightest thing? Why am I like crying buckets out of the blue for no reason at all? Why am I having these like way like wide mood swings? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really know what it was. And finally, here go my mama again. You know, Shirley. Get your crazy ass to the doctor. Tell them take you off of that pill and get the patch. So eventually I did. I went to the doctor and he told me it's whatever pill I was taking was messing with how my body is normally. And so each birth control will have you do different things. And that one pill for my body just had an adverse reaction. And so when I went from that to the patch, I felt better, but I still would have those wide mood swings. I still would have the migraines, and I didn't start getting migraines, and I didn't even know what a migraine was, to be honest with you, until I had my first son in 1990. And I'll never forget it. I was doing something, but the brightness of the light hit me like sharp and said, right beside my eyes.
Yep, right there. Yep.
And I was like, oh my, I could not function.
Yep.
And at the time I was driving.
Oh my goodness.
And I had to pull off the road.
Yep.
Go to one of these now walk-in clinics, but at that time it was an ER. And they were like, you're having a migraine. Yeah. And I was like, what the?
What is a migraine?
What does that mean?
Yes. Hold on one moment, Bella. Two things about migraine. Sometimes you can get so bad you like want to throw up.
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to say this about my daughter said, that's why I volunteer to send gift boxes to female soldiers while deployed. We have limited access to tampons, pads, and hygiene products. I always stock up on deployments. Oh my goodness. See, that's something I didn't know. I know that they send care packages, but see guys, if you didn't know and you want like a charity or something to give to like the female soldiers because they need those items. And DOP, thank you though for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, Bella. I just wanted to, I'm going down the chat. Yeah,
no problem.
Got it that bad where you was so
I had to pull off. Yeah, I had to pull off the road. I was nauseous. You just mentioned what I was just getting ready to say because they were like, "Oh, you're having a migraine," and I was like, "What the is a migraine?" And as I'm talking to them, I was like, "Look," and just all over the floor.
Yep. Yep. So, hello, Michelle. Y'all, how are you?
Boy, y'all men are getting it today. They put me into a room, closed off all the lights, gave me a shot of, I can't remember what it was.
Probably gravel.
Yeah, I was going to say something with a P.
Yeah.
And they gave me the shot and they were like, it'll kick in like maybe a half an hour to 20 minutes. That thing took about 10, 15 minutes tops. And when that thing hit, I was like, oh, thank you, God. It was like somebody just pulled the covers off and I could see again. But they were like, sit here for 30 minutes, let it fully get into your system, and then you can get back on the road and drive.
Yeah. I used to take Imitrex and it didn't do anything, 2 hours and nothing. Now I take naproxen, 15 minutes at the most. That's the worst. Usually it kicks in right away, but that's what works for me. You have to find out what works for you. And at that time, naproxen, you had to get a prescription. So you had to get a prescription, send it to the pharmacy, go get it, take it. I'm like, look, but now you can buy it over the counter. It's a little pricey. It's a little pricey, but you can buy it over the counter. But the dollar stores have them. And let me tell you, and I'm not telling anyone to go and get it, but for me, the dollar store medicines are sometimes more stronger and potent than what they prescribe. Like try a Tylenol at the dollar store. That thing worked. It worked.
Oh, wow.
Tylenol that you pay $8 for. Yeah. So I'm just saying you have to try to find what works for you.
Yeah. I used Maxol for a little while, and that was a dissolving one.
Yeah.
And for me, when I first get a migraine, if I don't have those things around, it doesn't work for me anymore after that. I got to take it as soon as it comes on. Because for me, sometimes I can feel it coming.
Yes.
And sometimes I can't. Sometimes I can't feel it coming. Sometimes it just, boom, hits me and I'm like, I'm looking at you because I'm like, I don't know how you can still be up here. Because I would be like laid out. It just hits you like a ton of bricks. And it's hard to describe because it's like MS, it's like lupus. That's a disease that they can't see, but you personally can feel. So it's hard to articulate to somebody who doesn't see you going through pain what this pain is.
Exactly.
Because it's like, oh, you got a headache.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna let Kristen just say something because I don't want to hold you, Kristen. I know you say you're not feeling well, but also I'm about what we can do to make ourselves feel better when we're going through all of these issues in our body. No matter what it is, it could be menstrual, it could be migraines, it could be when we have that craving to eat something which we know we don't need. So we'll talk about that, ladies, in a minute. Everyone in the chat, welcome in. Thank you for being here. We're talking about issues in women's bodies. So if you are a woman and you're in the chat and you want to come up, please let me know. I will drop the link. We are talking about everything here today. And men, please don't run. Listen, because they help you understand the woman in your life. Whether it's your teenage daughter and you're wondering why she always get mad on the 15th of the month, she may be going through her cycle. You know, maybe she's smelling something, a perfume, and she's getting a migraine. Maybe she's smelling food. And so men, don't run. Listen, because this can help you also. So I'm going to let Kristen finish saying, because I know she says she's not feeling well. And guys, if you're not connected to any of my awesome panelists, we also have Chosen Queen. She'll be back up shortly. We have Eat to Live Strong, Brown Girl Bella, and Kristen Welton. Please go to their page. Check them out. They are awesome, awesome women. Go see what they're talking about over there. Again, if any of you women want to come up, just say drop the link. I'll drop it, and you're more than happy to come up. Please. Go ahead, Kristen.
So medications for migraines. I used to take Maxalt, and my drug company won't cover it, and it's $114 per pill, and they are
Ridiculous.
they're expensive. So my neurologist, he put me on something, and forgive me, I can't remember what it's called. It's an F, like thru something, but that works. But the thing is that if you have a migraine that comes on suddenly and you don't take it with the pill fast enough, it just doesn't work and you end up wasting it. Brown Girl Bella, when you were in the ER, when you said that you were throwing up and stuff like that, yes. So I get migraines of all different sizes and kinds. Like right now, my right eye is starting to swell. But I took some Advil and sinus, and I'm hoping that's going to do it. But I do get them so bad that I get nosebleeds, that both my eyes swell shut. And then after that happens, I have to go to the ER, because right then and there, they have to give me a shot of Gravol to stop the throwing up. And then I have to have a double shot of Demerol and that's the medication that makes it feel like the pain is actually, it feels like the face is being ripped off, but it feels good. Like it's a good thing. That pain and the heaviness and that awful.
It's hard to describe, but it really does feel like somebody digged inside of your head. That pain out, and just you feel it moving out of your head.
There's just so much pressure.
I can feel the actual blood. I'm not lying. I know you guys are crazy. I can actually feel the blood going through the veins. And you know how your brain is made? When I get a migraine, I have to cut the light off and just be in darkness, close the shades, because I literally can feel it go, and I'm just like, my head, take it off. That is awful. That migraine is, it's like you said, it's like somebody hit you with a sledgehammer right here. And it's like, you're like, oh.
Exactly. And I feel bad for Kira, because like most of the women in my family have migraines, and now Kira has them. She's had them since, I don't know, maybe she was 10. She didn't get her period until later, but she gets migraines really, really badly too. But for her, it's different. She gets a migraine. It always comes on super suddenly. And then it's so bad, she throws up, and then she's better. Migraine is gone.
Yes, Latara. Some people gain weight on the pill. Some people lose weight. Yes, it affects you differently. People get migraines for lupus, which is what I have. Mine is through. I had rheumatic fever when I was a child, and they said that I would eventually get lupus as I got older. So that was right. But some people get lupus from medicines. Some lupus are medically induced. Yes. So it's not always from you doing something. Sometimes it's from a medicine that you have taken and it turns and you get lupus. So it's a lot that we women go through. And I love when men love on their women, especially pregnant or they're carrying their child. That is a woman is her most beautiful. She bringing a life, your life of your child, your seed into this world. How dare you cheat on her? How dare you want to hit her? How dare you don't love her? She is carrying life. She is bringing in life. You are supposed to love her so much that whatever she say is okay, baby. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not getting on you. I'm just saying I love it when a man is holding his woman's hand and she's pregnant and she's glowing and he's just in love with her. That is beautiful to me.
Going out at 4 o'clock in the morning, getting that craving that she having.
Don't let me call my husband up here. We in New York, okay? We in Brooklyn, New York. 4 in the morning. I'm like, I need a turkey and cheese sandwich. Sandwich. Oh, big belly. Whoop. Look. Honey, get up. I need. You know what my other craving was? McDonald's, the Big Mac sauce on the Big Mac, the special. 3 and 4 at a time.
Yes, the sauce.
When I was pregnant. But you know how you eat the Big Mac, but the sauce is what I wanted. But girl, that was my craving when I was pregnant. Like people the peanut butter. Yeah, so yeah, let us know what your cravings were.
Wow.
My sister-in-law, she was so sick when she was pregnant. She lost 70 pounds during her pregnancy.
Ooh.
And they told everything, she would look at food and just throw up. And the doctor was like, we're going to have to force feed you if you don't start eating. I didn't want her around because every time we're having something, she's like, I got to throw up. But she craved those. Yeah, and she craved those little sweet tarts, the chewy ones. And my brother-in-law was all over town looking for them one night. She sent him out. I said, well, child, after all, she got your little seed in you. You better do what she asked you to do.
That's right.
I'll tell you guys this story, and I'm going to let you guys talk. When I had my last child, she's 25 now. I did not have an appetite. I don't know for what reason, but I just did not have an appetite. And like you, I was losing weight. And the doctor was like, oh, we're going to admit you if you don't gain 5 pounds next time you come back here instead of losing 15. I'm not lying. So God, I'm telling you the truth. I smoked marijuana and it worked.
Yeah.
And I don't even smoke.
Because you got the munchies.
I don't even smoke. And somebody gave me a joint, the old-fashioned white joint that you rolled up in the paper.
Yeah.
And they said, smoke this, baby. You know them old-timey ladies? They was like, smoke this.
Come on,
I swear to you not. When I went back to the doctor, I gained 20 pounds. Because I was going in the hospital. And it's still a natural remedy. It's just unconventional. But I didn't want to be in the hospital.
There you go. There you go. Gotta do what you gotta
pregnancy
do.
is hard on us. Pregnancy takes different reaction, and each pregnancy is different. Every pregnancy is not the same.
You are right about that. When I had my son in 1990, my craving was butter pecan ice cream, which I still love to this day. That's my all-time favorite. Come on, so butter pecan ice cream.
Oh yeah. Oh, mine was Haagen-Dazs, girl, please. You know Haagen-Dazs.
I had to have my Baskin Robbins ice cream.
Oh my gosh.
Come on. Every day I had to have it. And do you know, to this day, my son cannot eat walnuts.
Yeah.
No nuts of any kind. He's allergic.
So you had it so much.
On that one, honey.
I ruined it for him. I totally ruined it for him.
Yep.
And we didn't find out that he had a nut allergy until he was around 2 or 3. We were at my grandmother's house, and my grandmother used to always, he's a winter baby just before Thanksgiving. So she had all the nuts in the little nut tray, little serving tray on the counter. And so he was just eating the walnuts, eating the pecans, just eating. And I called his name. He turned around, and I promise you, his face looked like You ever saw that movie with Will Smith where he ate something
Yes.
on a date and he like swelled up?
Yes.
That's like my 3-year-old look. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? What happened? My grandmother took one look at him. She's like, that baby allergic to nuts.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
get some Benadryl. Deadpan. Go get some Benadryl. I went and I gave him so much Benadryl. That boy was spinning around. He was like, woo! He was like, woo! And if you know my son, you know that was a sign that something was not right because he's very quiet. You literally could like put him in a corner somewhere as a baby and forget that he was there because he's just that quiet and contained himself.
Let me just say this, Bella.
Running around talking about wee. I was like, oh,
let me just say this, Miss Yo-Yo, we are here for you. We are all sisters. We are all in this together. You are more than welcome to come up on the panel, but I'm glad that hearing us ladies talk about it, you are less emotional. But we are here. If you need to cry, cry. We'll probably wind up crying with you. I have done panels where we all were up crying. So believe me, and I want us to talk about this and feel comfortable. Again, this is a safe, loving place for all of us to get that out. Like I said, even for the men, this is something that you can learn from us. Maybe you can look at your wife and be like, hey, did this happen to you? And she probably be like, yeah, how did you know? You can like, I listen to them women of Vern's joke. And that's how I got it. But yes, thank you for that. Hey, Osa, how are you? Welcome everyone in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Osa.
all right, Harrison, still here. Hold it down for the man. I like it.
All right, Vern, I'm going to dip out. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Thanks, ladies. Love you.
Oh, thank you, Asa Liv. Girl, thank you. Let me give you a super chat. Thank you, Kristen, for being here. I super appreciate you, Kristen. I hope you feel better. Hit me up on IG and let me know if we can do anything for you.
Yes.
Could you please say a prayer for Kristen? She's not feeling well. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? Yes, guys. So tell me about your if you want to, when you first got breasts, how did you feel about that? I know, I swear to you not, I feel that I went from a 7-year-old to a 13-year-old with these big, huge boobies. I swear, I don't never remember going through a training bra. I remember going from the little bra with the thing with the little skinny straps. I think I wore that for like a week. And then the next week I was in a full grown 34 CD bra. Yeah. I do not remember going through a training bra at all.
Well, so, I do because remember I was very skinny. very, very skinny.
Bob said he learned it while we act so crazy. Cut it out.
Listen, because we go through a lot.
Yeah.
We go through a lot. So I wore a training bra. I think I wore it for about 2 months between 13 and 14 when I first started developing. But like you, it went from nothing to like, hey, look who's here.
Right?
Look who's here.
I'm like, where did this come from? I'm not ready for this. I was not ready.
But it's weird because on my mother's side of the family, they all have really big boobs. On my father's side of the family, they have really big behinds. So I'd like to say I got a little from column A and a little from column B. And that's how I became me. But my daughter, again, went from 0 to 9,000. It was like one day I looked at her and I was like, oh, we need to go bra shopping. When did that happen? It went poof overnight. And she also was very thin to the point where like we're anemic. So, our blood sometimes, we have to take iron pills during our special time because we lose so much blood that our bodies can't handle it.
Anemia.
Yep,
Mhm.
anemia.
Mhm.
And so I would have to take iron pills, iron supplements. I would go through going through those pads, like burning holes through them every day, burning. I would go through a pack a day, a pack of pads per day. That's how heavy it was. And it wasn't until I got older that I found out that I had fibroids, that I had the polyps, and that's why the bleeding was so heavy at times.
Mhm.
Even now that my period has stopped, and we could talk about that, when we get to that section. But even still, like my stomach will swell. I still crave like the chocolate and the salt. I still, get a little cuckoo during that time when I'm supposed to be, having that period, even though I no longer have it.
Latara says after having the baby that she's pregnant with now, she might ask to get her tube size. She don't think she can deal with another cycle after this one. She's only 34. Anyone have any opinions? She's asking. Yeah, if you're finished having children, then yeah, get them tied. If you sure you don't want any more, or you don't want to go through that pain, that's just my opinion. This is my baby, and I'm telling her this. But you guys have any ideas on that? Especially being in the military, it's tough. It's
Yeah. How old is she?
34.
34. Yeah. I mean, talk to your GYN about it.
Right.
If you're sure, like weigh all the options. If that is something that you want to do it. My mother, my grandmother and my mother both had hysterectomies because it was just that bad. But they both knew that they were not going to have any more children. So my grandmother had it around her 40s. And what you don't know is sometimes you're going to have it start the process of actually having.
Turn your YouTube down, her girl. Yeah, her girl, turn your YouTube down in the back. I heard an echo.
Okay. So what I was saying is that could actually spur on your start of menopause. When you have hysterectomy.
They wanted me to birth the baby for research. I had to make a decision. How do you make a decision to give a child over for? Oh my God. That's a decision between you and your husband, and if you don't do it, that's your option. But that's tough. That's a tough one.
That was kind of insensitive for them to ask her that too.
Yes, definitely tough. Did you see that question, Hood Girl?
Yeah.
That's, oh my gosh. Oh my God. You totally got me on that one. Because first of all, like I said, to birth a child 9 months and birth, and I'm not trying to be funny and I'm not trying to say anything wrong anyway, but I'm like this. I'm coming out the hospital with something, a cat, a dog, a fish. You're birthing something. I need something to say this is mine. And when you cannot do that, how dare you ask me to give it up for research? I mean, I know some people who would happily, but everybody wouldn't. So you can't just assume that I would because I'm going through this. I'm so sorry, Miss Yo-Yo, that they even asked you that. They should have said, how would you feel? Here are some options, not tell you that. Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Oh, I'm gonna cry. We got Hood Girl to the Hood on the piano.
Hey.
That Hood Girl, how are you? Thank you for
I'm not able to stay long because my son and my daughter-in-law is on their way over. But I was just in the bushes. A lot of times I get a little teary when I talk about my story because, as some of you know, my past was not good for me, and I had to experience losing babies, tubaligation, and hysterectomies due to endometriosis. And of course, as I heard Brown Girl Bella and others talk about polyps, which I have them removed every 2 to 3 years.
Oh, that often.
Wow. Wow.
Because we have colon cancer uh, big on my father's side of the family. So, my body has been through its turmoil. Y'all, the ones on the panel who doesn't know, I was homeless for 4 years, and that's the time that I was being raped that brought turmoil on my body as well. So I had to endure a lot of damage in
Mm-hmm.
that. Um, that's why I didn't want to come on. Sometimes you think you've gotten over some things, and then when you talk about it, you do get emotional because some things will never go away. You think you're stronger, you think you're better, and you think you can talk about it and you can relate to everybody who has went through some of the things that you've gone through. But sometimes when you begin to open up those old wounds, it just you just get emotional on certain things.
And we love you and we are here for you. We thank you for even speaking on that, saying that, because you didn't have to, but you don't know. And you're gonna make me cry. Stop. You don't know who's in the chat that it could help.
Yeah.
What you said could help someone in the chat. Just like as we were talking about miscarriages. I didn't know that about Miss Yo-Yo. You don't know who that can help. And we
Right.
are not here to judge. We're not here to downgrade. We're here to Queens, uplifted Queens. That is the name of
Yeah.
the panel. That is what we're doing. We are
Yeah.
here to help each other through this. So thank
Yeah.
you, Juanita, because I don't call you Juanita, but thank you,
I
sister.
know.
Thank
I
you. You're
know.
gonna make me cry. I love you.
I love you too. I
Thank you
had
for
my
doing that.
my first pregnancy at 13. That's when I became homeless and I was pregnant. I did not have that baby. I think if I would have had that baby would have been homeless with me, and it wasn't fair.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I done that with my body organs being so young at 13, that's when the cycle started to be really heavy. Whatever went on when I had that abortion damaged some things inside of my body at that young age because my body was not old enough to even endure a baby at that young age. It had not developed enough. I
Mm-hmm.
remember when I had my third child, I woke up in a bed full of blood and I thought I was hemorrhaging. But the doctor said because the endometrius had taken over my uterus and everything was so detrimental to the birth of my baby that I could have died if I had not gone to the hospital as fast as I did. But they took the birth controls that I've heard people talk about, you too, Brown Girl Bella. They put me on birth controls to stop the bleeding. And with birth controls blew me up like somebody put an air pump to my mouth. And I I just like, ooh, I'm like, ooh, good Lord. Like,
Mhm.
It does, yeah.
Yes.
But as the girl said, your daughter Vern said, I knew that when I got to my third baby, I was done having children as well, only because I knew my body had taken on so much turmoil. So I had to make the decision if I wanted to continue to having babies or not. So I chose to get a tubaligation also at I was 21.
Wow. Wow. Thank you for sharing. Oh my gosh. Well, that's young. That's young.
Yeah.
When you
I know.
have no direction in life, when you have no mother to teach you, when you have nobody to guide you, when you have nobody to take you by the hand and say, look, Juanita, this is not, don't do, but you only know what you do because you don't know.
You don't know.
A young life is what I was dealt. A young life is what I did. But a young life also taught me so much greatness of who I am today. So I don't necessarily, okay, I don't necessarily hate my young life because it taught me a lot. But I think if my mother could have been the right mother, if somebody would have taken me, I probably would have had made different decisions than what I did. You get that? So,
Mhm.
okay.
Well, here's the
Thank you.
blessing thing
Thank
on that.
you.
I don't mean to interrupt. This is the blessing part of that is that you're able to share this with other people and you're helping other people. So you are a blessing, whether you know it or feel it or not. That is a blessing that you're able to share this with us and everybody that's looking. So I love you for that, and I thank you, and I'll keep you up, lifted up.
Yes.
Thank you.
Lifted up, baby.
We are here for each other, queens, uplifting queens, and we are glad and hope that you guys feel comfortable sharing. I thank you for sharing it because some people may not want to. We all have a past. We all have a journey. Not everybody is comfortable sharing it, but hopefully that is releasing just a little bit to making it a little bit easier for you. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And we are here. We're crying with you. We're crying with you. I'm a big old crybaby. I cry at everything. My kids can tell you. They be over the stage. I be crying. They be like, really? I cry at the cartoons. I cry at everything. I really do. I really do. Thank you for sharing that. This is why I am transparent with my people and I tell you what I'm going through because you don't know who it can help.
Right.
You don't know who's going to contact you tomorrow. Or let me show them your name. Her name is That Hood Girl to the Hood. If this is something that touched you and maybe you are going through that and you want someone to talk to or maybe get some kind of maybe what can they do to help you, reach out to her. She may be able to tell you something that I can't. So thank you for sharing that. I love you, Booski. I love you.
You are a winner. You are a trooper.
Yes.
Thank
You
you.
know I love you. You already know.
Thank you, Brown Girl Bella. Well, my boys and his wife is getting ready to come over, but I'm glad I made myself get up on panel,
Thank
and so yeah, I love you all, and Vern, I'm gonna always salute you because these things that you do, it helps all of us on whatever level that we're on, whether we're learning about YouTube, whether we are new content creators, whether we monetize or going through our lady stuff. Thank you.
Look
You're
at that
welcome.
smile.
You're
Look at that
welcome.
smile. That's a thumbnail smile there.
Yes, it was. Tell them I said hello.
Okay, I will. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Yes, guys, that's what this is all about, especially in this time that we're going through. And I wanted to share a little bit with you guys about me. Since this has happened, this CV-19, I have been getting panic attacks because I have lupus. I'm going into these places and the people don't have on masks. I get panicky. I don't know. I don't mean to. It's just something that comes over me. So my doctor did a thyroid because he said, well, maybe it's just your thyroid acting up. And I'm like, no, this has nothing to do with thyroid. This is what's going on. So he prescribed me Celexa. And if you guys don't know what Celexa is something similar to Prozac. Like, I'm not taking that. But he said it's a very mild case and it helped me from freaking out. I'm supposed to go back to work on Tuesday, 1 day a week. I'm not ready. But I don't know if I should take this or not. I really don't want to take it because I'm not a pill person. But he gave me the side effects and what it would be. And they're not terrible. They're mild. But it's the point of, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, but taking medicine for people that are mentally. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel that I am mental, but I know the panic attacks is something mental because I'm seeing and I'm reacting. And I don't know, one day I may react wrong, but right now how I'm reacting is I'm getting sweating like profusely, like I'm in a sauna. My hands are clammy. I can't, my heart is racing, and then I'm like shaking. So, and I can't breathe. I can't catch my breath. So I go outside and I get air. So I limit where I go and how I go. I go to the grocery store, to the gas station, and home. And I know the 3-4 places that I go. So now I have to go to work, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that because I'm nervous. So
when do you go back?
Tuesday.
This Tuesday?
And I'm like, do I have to be there all day, or can I stay half a day and leave? Like,
Right.
I'm the only Black person there. So that's one thing that's getting me, because I just feel that some people are not as clean as other people.
Mm-hmm.
Wear their mask.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna freak out. I'm not gonna lie. And I already told my boss, I said, look, I'm gonna come. But if I feel panicky, I have to leave. I can't stay. But they said they have like the stations as soon as you walk in, and I guess they got to take your temperature. I guess it's when you walk past or whatever. So I'm preparing myself, but I think I might just get the medicine from the pharmacy and take it with me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm going to take it. I don't know how I feel about that. So
yeah, I would say, Burns, take the pill. I see somebody in the I think that's your daughter. She's on the pill. Take the pill.
Yeah.
Take the pill. It'll take probably a couple of days for it to like regulate in your system, but it will make you feel so much better.
Yeah.
It really will.
Because I had to break through yesterday. I finally went back to the gym after I said I wasn't going to go. I went yesterday, and I was very impressed at how they did things. So I did it, and I feel comfortable with going back now because of how they set it up. But you know right off if you're going to see some things, and you stop it right there and say, look, I'm going back to my car, and until so-and-so put on that mask, or until you get some stuff spraying in the air so that we don't get this.
Oh, I got my lights, so I got cans. I said, I'm going to go in there like a
send me a can. I can't find any here. You heard me, Burns? Send me a can. I can't find any here.
Oh.
Probably I got it all.
Yeah.
Yes, mukbang. She said she called those liquid prayers. Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, mukbangs and things. Hey, sis.
Who you said?
Mukbangs and things. Hey, sis.
Mukbangs is there. Yeah, welcome in, mukbangs. We're just talking about women's issues. Oh, I did have something else I wanted to ask you guys. So the other one was, let me bring it up because I made sure I had it. We talked about okay, breast care and eye care. Now, sometimes when you're going through your cycles, you get dry eyes, or for me, being top heavy, especially when it's hot and like it has been lately, I need like what is it? The not the regular powder. What's that other powder that they tell you?
Talc?
The talcum powder. I have to use that like underneath the breastplate, especially if you have large breasts, or maybe your underarms, you have to stay shaven because you start to sweat a lot, and between the eyes.
Yeah.
And what do you guys do for that? I use the talc. I love the talc. I think it helps me.
I ended up with a prescription. It's a cream, and it works. It works. So I got it. It's all about Nestin, I think it's what it's called. Nestin. I'll have to send you that.
Yeah.
I think it's Nestin. I'll grab it if you want me to grab it and put it up. But I ended up with the cream, and it works. Hold on a second. I'll grab it.
Yeah.
Hey, Shane, how you doing?
Hey, smiles of Shane. I use the Summer's Eve stuff. So I have the wipes. So I've been using those. They work sometimes. I get it with the chappedness. That's no fun at all. Boob sweat is real.
And you know what else has been happening with the mask? I don't know if you can see, but I'm starting to get like pimples and stuff because the mask covers right here, and you sweat. Nice satin. Yeah, nice satin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with the mask and stuff. And sometimes, if you're in the store,
disposable one.
There you go. You're starting to get like the breakout right here. Is anyone else getting that?
I don't really go anywhere. So.
No, I have the disposable one, so I throw them away afterwards. But I got one. I don't know if you can see it because I got my highlight popping, but I got one
Right, but I mean,
little
have you
pimple
noticed
here.
the change in your skin since, and only in that
Yeah,
area covering? And I think that's
yeah.
what's going on. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we gotta just do what we can and try to stay healthy. I'm just trying to see if anybody else. I
Oh,
put.
deodorant. Okay.
I heard that from a
I did
Jamaican lady,
too.
my sister on the island. Yes, the deodorant under that. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also said, what's the hemorrhoid medicine?
Preparation.
H.
It has
I heard
witch
that
hazel
too.
in it. Witch hazel is another one too, but witch hazel is but
Okay.
it shrinks. It's a shrinker. It shrinks your pores.
Okay.
Oh.
And also Milk magnesia, that too.
Yeah, I heard of that one too.
'Cause I use that on the Facebook before makeup.
Yes, thank you, Chosen Queen. Appreciate that. I just want to address something
Go
because
right ahead. Thank you to the 22 in the chat. I appreciate you. Go ahead.
I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't think I could handle talking about it. But every time I see Miss
We're here for
Yo-Yo's
you.
name come up, I want to talk to her because in 1994, I had mentioned to you guys that I was pregnant. And at the time, my husband and I were going through a whole lot. And I was so angry because here I am having his baby. And Verne's, you kind of touched on it. I kind of stepped back. But you was like, how dare you cheat on her? And I was like, oh my God, you know my story. But he was out there in the streets and he was doing a lot of not so nice things. And I'm pregnant and I'm carrying his baby. And I'm like, we have a son together. We're going to have this baby together. And I'm like, something's not right. And as women, we know when there's something not right,
yeah.
that woman's intuition hits and it
does.
Overdrive. And I said, I'm not going to be able to rest until I figure out what is going on. And I worried myself. And this was early September of 94. So right after, what's that big holiday? Labor Day. And Labor Day weekend, he was out in the streets, hanging out, whatever, coming in 4 a.m, 2 a.m, every night. And I was like, something is going on. Don't tell me you hanging out. Don't tell me you at work. Don't tell me you working double shift. Something is up. And I laid in that bed and he came home and we got into a big argument. And I was like, here I am carrying your baby and you out here doing da. I wish I didn't have this baby.
Oh, wow.
And I kept getting pains in my stomach and I was just like, oh, it's just a baby kicking or whatever. It's just a baby kicking, whatever. And unbeknownst to me, my water had broke sometime during that weekend. So the pain I was feeling was actually the baby kicking because there was no more fluid in my body.
Wow.
The amniotic sac, thank you. The amniotic sac had leaked. And so me going to the bathroom, it wasn't just me going to the bathroom, it was me losing fluid.
Mm-hmm. We have a dry.
So yep. And so we went to the doctor and I was like, oh, I think I'm in labor or what have you. And they were like, yeah, from the looks of it, you've been in labor for a while because your water broke. When did your water break?
Hold on.
You've been in labor for a while because
welcome in. Hold on. Welcome in. Got this yo-yo show. Turn YouTube down. Hold on. Welcome in.
Hey, doll. I'm glad you came up.
Hey, beautiful.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for stopping in. We appreciate it. Whatever
Hey, beautiful.
we are here for you. We love you. We have your back.
Thank you so much for
We
stopping
are
in.
carrying you.
That's me. I'm sorry. I don't know how I did that again. I'm sorry.
We're carrying you. We are here for you. We love you. Whatever you want to say, you go ahead. Thank you.
Brown girl, I had to come up because
Let me get my tissue. I'm gonna lose it.
Let me get my old lady fan here.
Okay, take your time.
I had to come up because when she said that something was reaching into her soul with me, because I was going through the same thing you were going through. You and I were going through the same thing. And that's why I lost my baby. For the same reason. So you clearly have emotions that like ESP or something, because I was gonna sit, my cousin came to look and check on me because he could see I was a little teary-eyed, but I was a big girl for a minute until you said what you said. And basically that's what I was going through, what you're talking about. So that's why your soul was reaching out to me, because that's why I had the miscarriage. And I had a son with the disease. And so when I went to the doctor and they were telling me that I was having a miscarriage, that I was going to have a miscarriage, seeing that they saw what kind of disease my son had, they said, well, they wanted to take.
Okay, take your time.
They wanted to find out what the gender was so that they could see if they could research this disease, and seeing that it runs in our family and it's such a rare disease. And going through all of that, this fool, I tell them what the doctor wants to do. He comes up. Now he doing exactly what you're talking about. He out there in the street. He comes to the doctor. He comes to the hospital. I'm in the hospital because they want to have me have the baby. They want to stop the miscarriage and actually like birth the babies so that they can have the whole child. Mm-hmm. The way I was going to do it naturally, probably, they wouldn't be able to salvage whatever it was. So here I am, had to make a decision by myself.
Okay, we're here for you. We got you. Let it out. That's what this is all about. Queens uplifting queens. We got you.
Had to make a decision by myself to go ahead and let this happen. So when he gets there from wherever he was at, God knows. I literally didn't want him to leave because I didn't want to bother my mother with this, because she already had 2 sons that died from the same disease.
Oh my God.
So I wasn't going to call her. I wasn't going to have her come up there like that. So I literally told jokes or whatever I could tell him, or whatever, whatever he said, I just act like it was so funny just so that he could stay there with me. And I wouldn't have to be by myself. When I really wanted to just really take a scalpel and like cut his throat. But he was all I had. He was all I had, at the time, because I didn't want to tell my mom, because she would have came up there. And she would have been you don't want nobody to relive the death. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you don't want people to keep reliving. She already knew she was going to relive the death when my son died, because he had the disease. So it was only so long he was going to be living. So then I'm going to have her come up there again. So he was all I had, because I'm my only child. So So when you felt me in the chat, it's because you was going through the same thing. That so you and I, it was good that we don't know each other because we would probably be in jail. And our children, I would have been like brown. I would have been like, brown girl, we gonna roll up. And that's the reason why I make so many jokes, because being in pain like that on a daily basis, when you have a child, when you lose a child, whether it's a miscarriage, stillborn, whatever, you lose a child, that pain stay with you daily pain. So I just wanted to come up when you said that, because that's why you was pulling me through that. When you said that, I said, girl, what's his name? Steve Rollins? What's his name? Bertram Stevenson Rollins.
We gonna look on it. We gonna find that.
It gets the story gets deeper, Miss Yo-Yo. Because for me, and I guess I pull to you because you're a comedian and you could take the pain and you can wrap it and hold on to it and make it something different and make it something worthwhile and educational and funny. And every time we were talking, I kept pulling over here to the side because something kept saying, look for Miss Yo-Yo. Look for Miss Yo-Yo. And I promise you, I was not going to talk about this because to this day, September for me sucks. September for me sucks. And it's my birthday month. But my daughter was going to be born September 7th. Well, she was born. Sorry. She was born September 7th of 1994. And she died September 13th of 1994.
I'm so sorry.
My birthday is September 17th. My father died September 7th.
It's a lot of pain to endure. And we are here for you, even if you just need to talk or you need to cry or you need to vent. We love you. Brown girl, love you. We are here. We're right here.
Yes, yes.
Baron, I thank you.
Take your time.
And
you're welcome.
September 13th. So when my daughter was born, I didn't have any fluids. And she was beautiful. Beautiful little girl. And they kept trying to make her go to the bathroom. She wouldn't go to the bathroom. So they didn't know what was going on. And I'm my only child too. And at the same time going through this, I was also diagnosed with gallstones. And the gallstones were so huge, they were like golf balls. And the doctor was like, if we don't get these things out, we're going to lose you. And there's a chance we're going to lose this baby because she can't go to the bathroom. And they kept saying, in hushed voices. And I hear my mother, because at that time they had me, so doped up on medicine. And I remember them coming in and they were like, she's Catholic, right? And my mother's like, yes. They were like, well, we're going to have a priest come in and give the last rites to the baby because she's not going to make it. And they came, and I remember them putting the baby in my arms and me, you know, just talking to her and holding her. And, oh.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
Oh, wait.
No, take your time. Take your time.
Get that.
Take your time. You take your time.
Oh.
You take your time.
Mm.
You have all our hearts right now. We are here for you.
Yes.
My grandma, and she's just so beautiful. She's not for this world. Her baby's so beautiful. She's not for this world. And they came, they prayed, and she was gone. When they wanted to take her and research, because they didn't understand why she would not go to the bathroom or what was going on. And I was so out of it, I couldn't make any decisions. My husband was nowhere to be found. He didn't come to the hospital the whole time. So I had to go to emergency room because my gallbladder exploded. I waited too long because I was with the baby. So I went from having a baby, not having a baby, to now going into the hospital, you know, for surgery. And my mother's like, I can't lose them both. I just lost my granddaughter. I can't lose them both. And that's the last thing I remember because then I went to ER.
And we're glad you're here.
Yeah. Last year, it was the 25th birthday, her 25th birthday.
Oh.
And last year was rough for me. Not good. Not good. And I always get melancholy around my birthday because of, now you all know what happened. But last year was rough for me. And it was a milestone birthday for me. And I just keep going back to that time. But to get back to why I was looking for you, because when you said what you said about your husband, as I'm home now, convalescing, and at the time we lived in a brownstone, I was home. We lived on the top floor, so we had the whole top floor. And you have to walk up the stairs. I had a C-section, so I'm not supposed to be walking up any stairs or down any stairs. But the doorbell rang. I'm home by myself. And I go downstairs, and this lady literally hands me a letter and is like, this is for you. And I'm like, what, am I being served? Like, is that how they serve people? Like, what's going on? I go to start to read the letter, and the first words were, you don't know me, but I've been having an affair with your husband.
Girl, bye. Bye.
Girl, you got to write a book now. It's over. No, this is too deep.
Let me tell you something. God gives you some strength that you don't even know you got.
You're gonna say it.
Because when I went and I read that first letter, that first part of that letter, I had just hit the stairs. I closed the door. I hit the step. I read that first line. I threw that letter on the floor and I took off after that chick. Ran up the block. I just had a C-section. I just lost my baby. I just had gallbladder surgery. And I'm flying up the block to kick some bitch's ass. Promise you. Promise you. Promise you.
And I didn't even know your story. When I said, when a woman is pregnant, you are supposed to love on her. Look at that.
Yeah.
And this is just a way of God saying you needed to talk about it.
Right.
I did not know that.
We didn't even talk about it. We didn't even talk about this.
Wow. Well, I hope it helps somebody, but finish telling it because now we enthralled. Now we want to hear.
Girl, I'm on page 4.
We're running with her, aren't we? We're running with her down the street. You know,
on page 4.
You know, Brooklyn, you know I got you. Brooklyn.
All in the house.
Bella, so you ran and none came down. None came down.
I don't know how I did it because I was in pain. I was walking down the stairs holding my stomach. But when I read that first line, it was like I said, here you go. Get some adrenaline. Get that bitch.
From the ancestors, huh? From the ancestors.
They was like, get that bitch.
Oh my goodness.
I took off running. I don't know if that girl was in the car or Jesus just said, let me get you out of here because Shannon's about to kill you. And then she got to go to jail. And then she got to explain to her son, 4 years old, while her mom is in prison. So I never found the girl. But in the letter, she details how she knows the inside of my house.
Oh, no.
The inside of my bedroom.
No. I can't.
The kind of curtains I had.
I can't.
The fact that I had a love seat in the bedroom.
Oh, she was doing too much.
That was in the letter.
Way too much.
That was in the letter.
That was all in the letter.
But she gave you more power than she thought she gave you. Because he was not gonna get nothing.
And not to say that she wasn't wrong. She was dead wrong. But
dead wrong.
You had a commitment to him.
Right.
And he's the one that needs his ass kicked.
Oh, yeah.
But her as a woman should have known that you just had a baby, regardless if she knew you or not. I'm quite sure he probably told her you was pregnant, just had a baby or something.
It was in the letter. Virgin is in the letter.
That's what I'm saying.
The letter is it? You kept the letter?
Huh? No, this is just a problem.
Go get it. No.
You need that for the book.
You did not keep the letter.
She needs that for the book.
Oh man, I love y'all.
I mean, I can laugh about it now, but
you have to. You have to.
You have to laugh to keep from.
You have to. I laugh about a whole lot of stuff that ain't funny. You have to.
Which is why I agree with Miss Yo-Yo, a lot, because I feel that way. Even with my situation being totally different, I laugh to keep from crying.
Yes.
We have to do that. We have
to. Yes. I read the letter, and then I don't even know when I told my mother. If I told my mother about it before or after. But after I read the letter, I called my husband. I said, you know what? I'm not feeling well. Can you come home right now? I'm not feeling well. Can you come home? You know, I'm a props girl. This knife I had in my hand when he got home. I'm just sitting there on the couch with the letter. Now, let me tell you something. As hurt as I am and as upset as I am about this letter and about everything you did, I'm even more disgusted that you as a man would put me through that.
Oh.
And you know what
you
this
just
fool
had
told
his
me?
child.
And lost it. And
And
lost
you
his
wasn't
child.
there.
And had his son. But you know what this fool told me?
Does he still have 2 testicles? Just let me ask you that.
Listen,
Is your name
I
Lorena?
can't say much on the grounds of it may incriminate me later.
Is your name Lorena? Let me ask you that.
It make you feel better anyway. No matter what the outcome is, it make you feel better. Wow.
So he told me, it's going down, April. I got bit by something taking a selfie. I don't know if you guys could see it. Can you see it?
How you get bit taking a selfie?
I was outside and I'm trying to take a selfie, you know. And something, I was like, ow! And it swelled up and it started to burn and itch. So girl, I had to go get me some Benadryl.
Oh, wow.
Because I was like, what is this? So I'm probably high right now.
But you know what, Brown Bella, you know what I would have did? I'm different. I don't like, if I find out somebody cheating on me, I don't go for the woman. I go for the man, but I don't say nothing. See, it's happened twice to me.
Oh, no.
I don't say nothing. What I would have probably done after I knew where I was going to move to and how I was going to move. See, I wouldn't say nothing and everything. I'm the kind of person to be like, oh, how you doing, baby? You okay? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you back. Okay. But I wouldn't say nothing until I was ready to execute my move. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And what I would have probably did is like, I would have Xeroxed that letter and sent it to him on several of his platforms, like at work, send it to the house, send it to his mama. I would have sent it like it was coming from her. See, I'm crazy. I'm sinister. And I would have sent it like it was coming to her. And then I would like FedEx it where you need a signature. And I would say, hey, babe, how you doing? This package came for you. I had to sign for it. I don't know what's going on. And but it's like I keep getting these FedEx packages, everything all right? Yeah, everything all right. Yeah, because see, I'm gonna make you feel like your life is in danger, but I'm not gonna do nothing to you. I'm just gonna move. And when I move,
Make you think you crazy.
yeah. And so, wait a minute, you know he'll be talking to her like, why you keep sending me this letter? Baby, I'm not sending you the letters. I'm not sending you no letters. Why I keep getting these letters from you? I'm not sending you.
Wasn't none of me.
Oh, good.
I don't really think that she would want to tell him that she came over your house. Because see, he finna let her have it. So I would just keep sending the letters to his job.
She was already there. So what he gonna get mad at?
Yes.
She was already there. He can't get mad.
Let me tell you how dumb this fool was.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. Page 5. Page 6. Okay.
I told you he went home, right? He came home. I read him the letter. He gonna tell me, oh, I didn't want to tell you nothing because I didn't want to upset you with the baby, but I got a stalker.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Are you trying to tell me this chick is a stalker and she must have broke into the house and that's how she saw everything in the house.
The respect.
And see, like I say again, first came on, I said, when you are pregnant, the man is supposed to love you. And when you are pregnant and look, see, that just shows you. And I'm not saying all men are bad. I'm not saying
they're not
dogs. Just like not all women are PT queen.
Right.
That was.
Okay.
And that one was.
Speak on it, Vern. Speak on it, Vern.
Right.
100.
Not all.
Not all. Not all.
Speak on it, Vern.
But we got those few and far between. That with auntie and cousin and sister, look, that's a little too many.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing that story. I'm gonna come on down now, but thank you. I'm so glad, y'all. Every now and then, I do need to release that pain.
We need sisterhood.
That is some pain. You just keep that kind of pain, and Bella, I know you keep the pain, and then Burns and Eat to Live. I know we keep this pain. Sometimes that's what we need to do. We might need to just, we might need to have a private.
I say yes.
A private.
I agree.
Because this pain, I'm going to go in there and wash some dishes and feel good right now for taking the pain. Thank you.
That's what we wanted. That's
what it's about.
Thank you, because
you other queens. That's what we're doing.
High five, everybody. High five.
Right there.
All right, I'm coming on.
I love you, Miss Yo-Yo.
Thank y'all so much for this platform. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
No problem.
So yes, guys, anyone in the panel wants to come up. We are talking about women issues that women go through in their bodies or in their relationships or whatever. Help share a story if you feel comfortable to. We're talking about everything and anything in between. So now I just want to talk about hair loss. As you get of a certain age, you start to have hair loss as a woman, or if you're young and you're 13 and mom's doing your hair all the time, now you want to be grown and I want to do my own hair. You give yourself that perm and then that hair come out. Now you got to retrain that hair to grow back. So have you guys ever went through a bout of hair loss? I know I have with my, before I was diagnosed with lupus, I had really long, beautiful dreadlocks. Girl, I was India Ivory, okay? I was Erykah Badu. I had beautiful long dreadlocks. But after my diagnosis with lupus, I had to take low dose chemo. And they were like, your hair's not going to fall out. You're going to be fine, la, la, la. Yeah. Wow. Started coming out like this, locks at a time. Yeah. So I have hair loss and alopecia, and then it grows back, and then it's very, very, very thin, like baby doll fine thin, and then it just pops off. It'll grow, pop off. So I'm just like, I'm done. Me and wigs are like the best thing going now. Can't tell me nothing. I love my wigs, okay? So have you guys experienced anything with hair loss, rather it be from pregnancy, rather it be from medicine or life in general or chemicals?
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
very thin. Very thin. You can actually, it's actually balding in certain spots, and it is my medication. And you read the side effects. That'll be ashamed of that. The side effects is like yay long, and then this little writing. And I kept asking, does this make my hair? Because I would get in the shower, wash my hair, and I would comb it out, and there'll be balls and balls of hair. And I asked the doctor, he says, well, we don't see a side effect on the medicine. Then I called the pharmaceutical company, and the pharmacist actually looked in all the trials and everything and went down. And he said, yeah, it is a chance of hair loss. It's like 0.1%. I was at 1% because mine is like thin. So I did for my medicine.
Yeah. And I don't have
I'm dropping the link in the chat if anybody like to come up. The link is there.
Oh yeah. I don't have an autoimmune disease, but my hair is naturally very soft and fine. It's like cotton. And it was never thick. It was always long, but it was never thick. Very thin, very fine, very soft. But I'm finding now that I'm getting older, it is coming out a lot more. So hair, as I'm washing my hair, I'm seeing both. So I don't know what's going on, but it's becoming a problem. So I definitely have that on my list weeks to whenever outside really opens back up to go to the doctor and find out what's going on, because it is coming out in clumps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see.
So,
April, days in.
be here
If
for
any
a
of you
little
guys
bit.
want to come up, click the link and come up
Right.
and talk about it.
Yes, on top of the medication and age. Yeah, I got
Yes.
me.
Yes. And then with lupus, now I don't know if you guys know, but with lupus, that is a what do you call it? You lose your hair from lupus. You lose your hair.
Wow.
That's one of the after effects of it. And some people, we're always most lupus people get alopecia. And mine started out with spots. So after the dreadlocks fell out, I got like little bald patches, and they was very, very small, almost like the size of the hole of a straw. So it was little, you're a woman, your hair. Then I started another one and another one and another, and I'm like, something right. What's going on? Yeah, it's a side effect of lupus. So between the chemo, the lupus, and the medicines, it was inevitable. But dreadlocks for 12 years.
Wow.
And, see, now here we go.
I know. It's devastating.
Yeah.
Devastating. It hurts.
It's devastating.
It hurts because I took a lot of patience with my hair. Right. And I've always had nice little bob long length hair, but I had cut it off and to get my dreadlocks because I wanted to go through, when you go through a change in life, you just want something different. You want to fast and you want to pray about it. And I did that. Started from short, and I loved the process of my dreadlocks, and they were growing, they were beautiful, they were flowing, they were awesome. And when I got lupus, they just came out, it's hard. Hard for a woman, especially a Black woman, because we love our hair.
Yeah, our hair is our crowning glory.
That's our crown. That's right.
Hey, welcome to the panel. Denise says, what's on my mind? McKay, my cousin, what's up, sis? How are you?
Hey.
Please. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I was just in the chat listening to everything. And I wanted to touch on, you all was talking about, what's the name? I can't see that good. Brown girl. She was speaking on when she had a baby. It's been, let me see, 22 years ago. I was pregnant, didn't know I was pregnant. And I had a tubal. I didn't know I had a tubal. And one day, my husband and I, we were sitting in the house, and I had got up that morning, cooked breakfast, cleaned up, and all that good stuff. And when I sat down, we ate and everything. I got up. I tried to get up. I couldn't move. So he kept asking me what was wrong. I said, I don't know. I can't move. So my grandmother, she only lived maybe 300 yards from where I was living at. So he runs to my grandmother's house, because we didn't have a phone at the time, and let me know what was going on and everything. And she had to end up calling 911. So when the ambulance and everything got there, I had this big, huge dog, black lab. He wouldn't let nobody get near me, so we moved him out of the way. And when they picked me up, they moved me, and I just screamed because I just felt so. I was like in so real bad pain by them moving me, but they had to get me to the hospital. So I get in the ambulance, and it seemed like I felt every bump, every crack in the road, everything, and I just screamed. Didn't know what was going on. So I get to the hospital, and then they tell me that I'm pregnant. I'm like, pregnant? I didn't even know it. And come to find out, I had tubal pregnancy. Now, after that, it took a long, long time for me to even look at a baby, be near a baby. And I thought My mom was trying to get me to go to counseling. My husband, I was like, no. What really, really, I would say helped me was my my first cousin. She was pregnant, and she ended up having a baby boy. And I'm his godmother now, and that would really help me a lot because I didn't want to even look at a child, a baby, and that would help me a lot. And he's here now in Florida in law school.
Ah, yeah.
Wonderful.
That's what Eat to Live Strong was saying. You can say what you were saying, Eat to Live.
No, I'm commending her for that because yes, because I never had children, I had God laid my nieces and nephews on me, so we raised 6 children. So it's a blessing. At first I was mad. People would every time I would go to work, oh, I'm pregnant, I'm having a baby, and it just bothered me a lot to see the women coming. And then from time to time, I could not, we go to the doctor, nothing happened, and that bothered me a lot. And then I even had a friend that begged me to go with her so she can abort a baby. And I said, do you know how hurtful that is? Do you know how bad I want a child and you want me to take you so that you can get rid of a child?
Just had it and gave it to you.
Exactly. Exactly. And people just, they don't think, but yeah, I had to look at it a whole different way. I said, people say, how many children you have? I have 6 plus. Right. Because truth be told, everybody that has a child, I become their auntie. They have kids, so I just, bring my niece over, bring my nephew over. I have their children. But I commend you for that. You took on that responsibility with your nephew. You said your nephew, right? It's awesome.
Well, he's actually my first cousin child, but he called me mama. And I have 2 first cousins. We grew up like sisters. So our mothers are sisters, but we consider ourselves as sisters. One had 5, and the other one had 4, and me and my husband are all of their godparents.
Wow.
9. That is true.
Yeah.
That's so true. So yeah, I thank you for that. That's amazing. And the thing about it is, I'll say, oh yeah, I had 6 kids, and I didn't even have to go through all the pain that y'all went through.
That's right.
So, but yes, it is amazing.
It is a blessing. It is a blessing.
So, did they say why you lost the baby? Did you have a medical condition?
That's the thing. I believe that when I start looking back, I remember, I think maybe it was like a couple of months before then. I was my husband and I, we was going to this store, and I was driving, but I believe I forgot to put the car in gear. So when I got out the car stopped moving, and me being, I don't know, back then, me being me, I'm running. I got in the car, but once I got in the car, I couldn't get it to stop, and I ended up falling out the car. I was like, how you door? I was jumped in, but I was halfway in, halfway out. I was trying to stop the car because it was going across the street. So I had to just really let it go. It didn't hit nobody, but it went across the street in somebody else's yard. And I know they kept asking me a while back. They said, "Did you fall? Did you fall?" I'm like, "No," because I can remember thinking about it. I said, "You know what? I did." Yeah, and that could have been it, but I don't know. I don't really know. Thinking back when they were asking me, like, I can remember they kept asking me, "Did you fall? Did you hurt yourself?" I'm like, "No." But
injury, yeah.
Lord bless me with babies.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
We were also talking about experiencing hair loss through either medicine or chemicals on your own, by accident, or fire. Have you experienced anything like that?
Yep. Because I am a VSGer. It's a weight loss surgery. and you're gonna lose some hair. So I didn't lose a whole lot, but it was noticeable. But now my hair is more like it's thicker now. It's
Oh,
like,
good.
I'm not. But they told me when I had the surgery that I was gonna lose some hair. They say, gonna have weight. I guess I don't know. It's just the surgery itself. You're gonna lose hair. But now it's like my hair is real, it's thicker and it's growing longer. But some people, another lady I talked to that had the surgery the other day she's on YouTube. She lost a lot of hair and she keeps her hair short.
Yeah, some of those short haircuts are really cute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them.
Yeah, 3 years ago, 3 years ago, I cut it off because I just wanted something different. But that was 3 years ago. I had my surgery. The surgery was 14 months ago.
Oh, Cheryl, she thinks she's losing her hair because it's hereditary. Yeah, with age and medicine and all that, you do tend to lose hair after you get a certain age. And
and also because if you're going through the change, the drop in estrogen will also cause you to lose hair. So that's how my doctor put it in my case.
Yeah, stress and with too. Your eating habits will do it too. Stress,
of course, you know that.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm glad you brought up eating habits. After you get a certain age, and I like McDonald's, I like French fries. I'm a French fry queen. After a certain age, we can't eat fast food every day. Okay, so your diet has to change and it has to grow up. It has to mature. So, like I said, I'll eat my McDonald's French fries like on the weekend, or if I'm like, oh, I want a snack, I'll go and get my French fries and the chocolate chip cookies from McDonald's. Matter of fact, I might go get. I'm talking about it, but yeah, I do that. But you can't eat that every night. So as you, like I said, get over a certain age, your dietary needs need to change and increase. So, have you guys changed your diet in any way?
I have.
Well, yeah, I know. For me, I don't eat fast food a lot. My kind of like fallback, if I'm really craving it, is to go to Shake Shack. I love their shakes. I love their fries. Hi, Soror. See, one of my other Sorors is in here. So that's my like guilty pleasure. And the ice cream. I love ice cream.
Oh, yes.
But I'm finding like I make a better burger than some of those burger joints out there.
Well, I had 3 cheeseburgers this week.
And you know exactly what you are getting. So I changed mine 100, and I'm actually trying to go more raw than anything too. So yeah.
Exactly. So one of my stories were, how do you handle when the rest of the household don't get on board with no fried foods? So you make a little something for yourself. So you can satisfy your craving, and then what they want, you make what they want.
Or they make it themselves.
Off mine. Or whatever it is you fried up for yourself. Hands off mine. You eat this stuff. This is what I want.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Or you now, like me, I trick them. They don't know what they're eating because I'm cook.
Now sometimes when I started clean eating, it's certain things you can eat on clean eating. You still can eat a lot. So I would spend like $100 just on my clean eating food, and I would make my food. But of course, that one over there, the hubby. Oh, let me get a taste of that. But really, so yeah, you have to find out what works for you, and you do need to change your dietary habits, increase or decrease or whatever the case is. But oh, I thought she was talking to me. But yes, with the food, you do that. I mean, hey. I like milk as not a potato that I haven't met that I don't like. So I love it. But Denise, have you changed your eating habits? And when I did clean eating, I noticed that I felt better. Like I flushed myself better because everything was coming out better. Did you change?
What do you consider as clean eating?
Fish, salmon. vegetables, fruit, nuts. Of course you have to treat yourself sometimes. Not all fruits are good for you. I mean, of course I can have like an orange and a grapefruit, but you can't have 7 oranges in a day. You have to break it up. Blueberries, blackberries.
Next week, starting Monday, I'm gonna try to do vegetarian a whole week to see how much I can lose, because I'm trying to lose 20 to 25 pounds.
Okay.
So I want to see if I can lose within a week, and then if I do good on that, then I do it longer.
So I tried that. I tried vegetarian, then I smelled the hamburger and I lost my whole mind. I was in college. I was like, I'm gonna be a vegetarian. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. Girl, please, somebody made a cheeseburger. I was like, hold up, that smells good.
Yes,
but
yes.
because I have lupus and I'm anemic, I do have to eat protein and eat beef sometime. It doesn't have to be like pork. I don't always like pork, but I eat pork. But I can't eat it every day,
Right.
So, bacon and neck bones and pork chops. You have to break that stuff up, and it's not good for your digestive system.
True. I can't digest ground beef, so I get ground turkey.
Yep, ground turkey. Good.
Ground turkey is delicious. Yeah,
the turkey burgers.
Let me ask the panel this: as you are getting food for your family and shopping, are you finding that the vegetables and the dairy and everything is a little different than how it normally is? Like for me, I know I bought a package of frozen broccoli, and I promise you that package, which was about this big, had about 8 broccoli florets in it, and it cost the same price. And it had about 8 florets in there.
Everything is smaller now, and the price is going up.
Exactly. And the dairy is not fresh. Like I bought a package of eggs, and I cracked an egg, and I was like, "This egg looks weird," and I threw it out. It looked weird. It didn't look like it normally looked, and the milk doesn't look like it normally looks.
What kind of milk do you drink?
I usually drink 2%.
Okay.
And it's normally very like liquidy looking. Now it's very thick and heavy in the container. It doesn't look like it looked a few months ago.
We got Be Amazing Sylvia just joined the panel. Hey sis, how are you? Welcome in.
Hey. Hi.
Thank you for being here.
Yes. I got my earpiece on. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to apologize because I should have, I told you I would be able to be here, but then y'all have family due, and they called last minute and said, come on, y'all, let's get together. So we got together. We enjoyed our evening. So now I'm back at the house. So I'm here supporting, and I'm a little late because I was in a car and I was listening. But on the hair loss issue, I can testify to that, ladies. I promise you guys. Like burns, I had to take chemo because I had breast cancer, and I had hair all the way down to my shoulders, y'all. And as females, our hair is our vanity. We love our hair. Oh, y'all, it's back. I just got a head on, but it's back now. Yeah, it's back. But so when I first started the chemo, they said, oh, it'll fall out little pieces at a time. It won't be whatever. Ladies, I'm home in my hair. Hunks of hair is falling out. Hunks of hair. I was so devastated. I wanted to boo-hoo and cry. I already had enough on my platter having breast cancer, dealing with this, having surgery. And I'm like, now my hair is falling out. And they did tell me it would fall out, but I didn't think it would be that devastating. So I got to the point where I'll just do like this and clumps will fall out. So my husband was like, just shave it off, baby. Just shave it off. And I'm like, I don't want to. We can say, he's like, just shave it off. So I went to my beautician and she shaved it off. It was gone, bald, totally bald. So I was really self-conscious about that, even though my head's not big. I got a little pea head. And you know, everybody was like, "Oh, you got a cute little head." You know, people who came to my house and they seen my bald head because I wouldn't go out in public with a bald head.
I've
And
seen you with short
men,
hair in your videos. You are beautiful.
Yeah.
Like
thank
that.
you,
That
thank
short hair, you
you,
were
thank
cute. You
you.
were rocking it.
Thank you. But you know, I had to be comfortable with me and myself going out with a bald head and short hair. So I wore wigs for a while. But y'all, 4th of July came around. It's hot in Haiti. I'm like, forget that. I snatched that wig off and went on out with no hair.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody like, oh, it's so beautiful. Your head is so cute. I had a little peach fuzz. And then as it grew in, you know, you could style it and shape it up. And I went, you know, my beautician, she tapered it and it looked amazing. It was. So I rocked short hair for a long time. But it's bad. But yes, losing hair is tough. No matter how old you are, who you are, what race, what creed you are, losing your hair, our hair is our vanity. And it's the end of the world. But you know what, y'all, that I think really got me over my hump? My baby girl. She seen how upset I was. I wouldn't cry about it. I wanted to cry. But you could see the tears pooling in my eyes. And she was like, Mommy, I'll cut my hair off. She said, Mommy, we are talking about we are talking about a 12-year-old child. I was like, no, and I did start crying because she was like, I will cut my hair off and I will have short hair like you. I said, no, you will not cut your hair off. And I said, the reason you won't do it because kids are so mean.
Yeah, they
are. They
are.
are so mean and evil. I said, I would never have you walk that course, baby doll. I said, but you made me feel better about me. So I said, I can rock my short hair. I can rock my bald head. Y'all had big old earrings like this on my makeup, and I was like, hey, and I rocked my bald head. So,
that's right.
But yeah, but it's a hard journey, and you know, we as women, we have a tough road anyway. Childbirth, miscarriage, men cheating on you, trying to be a single mom.
You gotta hear the replay. We don't went through all that.
Yes, we go through a lot.
You know, yes, we go through a lot. Cramps, menstrual cycles. I mean, we just have it rough. Our emotions, menopause. We just got so much going on as females. You know, men just got to stand up in peace, period. I'm sorry, I love my husband, I love men, but basically they just stand up in peace. That's probably their only difference.
Look, and they don't even have to go to a regular toilet. They can go outside if they want to. We can't do none of that.
Right.
That's
right. Right. So, yes. So, but yeah, I just wanted to jump on and say hey, and you know, Booski, I'm here always to support you.
Thank you.
And Brown Girl Bella, what's up, Boo? How you doing? Hey, Eat to Live Strong, how are you? And I'm just, you know, blessed to be up here with you beautiful ladies. And I'm glad we're doing this. And next week is mine. And I got people lined up. I have people who my topic is won't he do it? So we're gonna have some church next week.
Won't he?
We gonna have some church next week.
Tell them what time.
What you say?
What time?
Oh, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will set up the reminder thing so everybody can see it. But I just need to confirm with 2 of my singers because I'm gonna get people to come up and sing some gospel.
Oh,
so
and next Sunday, right?
In here.
Next Sunday.
Okay. Yes.
Before you go, Sylvia, I want to ask you something. So we were talking about diet and stuff. Do you guys wash your hamburger meat before you cook it, or do you just take it out the pack and then cook it? How do you do it?
I take it out the pack and I cook it. I season it up, but I burn it up and I cook it till no more red meat showing.
Okay.
But with my chicken, yes, I wash my chicken. Wash
Okay.
my chicken thoroughly. And I pull off fat and any hairs and all that kind of stuff. And I rinse off my steak, but I've never rinsed off my ground turkey or my
Yeah.
roast beef.
I started doing that for the last 2 years after a Jamaican person told me that they wash their hamburger meat. I said, how do you wash hamburger meat?
I did too.
Telling me about, I guess, the slime on the meat. I didn't realize that. But like you, Sylvia, I used to fry it really hard and black, and I liked it like. But yeah, now I wash it and I do notice a difference. Not wash it with soap, just wash it with water.
Yeah.
Just water.
And I
Rinse
wash
it
it
off.
again and I mix it. Of course, you lose some, but I do that and then I season it and I taste the difference.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You do.
That's new. I'm gonna have to try that.
You do.
Yeah.
I watch
Bella,
everything.
you're Islander, right, Bella?
I'm sorry?
You're Islander, right?
Yes. My father's side of the family is from Panama and Barbados.
Okay, and you guys wash your hamburger meat.
Everything. Yep.
Now, do you put vinegar in it? Yeah, I know. Yeah, see, girl. You know, I'm from Brooklyn. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. I do the same thing. I wash everything. Everything. Because you don't know, and not only that, you don't know what they do in the warehouses. So
And your fruits and this is what I do. In case you guys don't know, I wash my fruits and vegetables and I wash my can good. I wash them with soap and water before I open them. And then I clean the can opener. I know OCD, but especially now with this.
Lord.
Now the only thing that I don't do, and I know I should, I don't always spray my mail off when I take it out the mailbox. I don't always do it, but I do it sometimes. I know some people say always do it, but I don't. I don't know. I guess
put it in the sun and let the sun hit it. Put it in the sun and let the sun hit it. She said, I draw the line there.
I never did.
I'm like that too, but I put my mail out and let the sun hit it.
What, Bella?
I just Lysol mine. I take my Lysol candy.
I don't always Lysol it. I don't do it every time, especially if it's peace. I just take it. What, Bella? What? You got your mouth open.
I didn't know you're supposed to do that.
That's all right, Sora.
It's okay. It's okay. Look,
do it.
long as you wash your hands, long as you wash your hands when you're done, you should be good. Wash your hands before you eat anything or you touch your face. You should be good.
Yes. Yeah. And I spray my food down. When I take it in the house, I'm spraying all the food down and I'm wiping it clean before I put it in my refrigerator. I do that. But I didn't do the mail.
I don't. I'm bad. I don't do that. But you know what? I just pray on it. I was like, Jesus, keep it covered out of my house. Keep it out. Don't let it get me
out.
You know.
Okay. So what about your packages from FedEx and Amazon? Do you?
Yeah, I spray those.
Do you do that, Bella?
Mine I'm telling you, mine stay outside until the sun hit it, and then I bring it in.
Well, I mean, it's sitting on the porch, so I guess the sun is kind of hitting it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ripped them suckers out.
Well, I'm bad with opening packages. I got some of them over here. I'm bad with opening packages.
No, don't kill me.
No, you're not. No, I'm just asking.
This is a matter of
wipe it down. That's what MP said. Wiping it down. Yeah.
That's all right. We just gonna pray on it, brown girl. We just gonna pray on it. Pray on it. Pray on it.
Pray for me, y'all.
Do you have a car, Bella?
Uh-huh.
Do you use the hand sanitizers like on the handles and the steering wheel? I do that. I do that all the time. Right. As soon as I come out the store and get my mask off, I'm cleaning it.
I have a little spray bottle of hand sanitizer. I'll spray my hand, and when I go into the store and come back, I spray my hand.
You see that new thing that they have when you open a door, instead of opening the door with your hand, it's like a little hook. You put it against the door.
Did you get one?
I want one.
I want one. I want one of those.
I want one. I've been eyeing that thing. I'm like, I'm getting me one. People gonna be like, you are totally out your mind. But man, listen, if you guys don't know, there are a couple of content creators that have contracted COVID within just the last few days, and I'm very, very sad.
Wow.
I've been crying. So pray for them. But yes, COVID is still out here. We still need to be safe. We still need to be washing our hands. We still need to be paying attention to people that are with no mask and they're coughing. People are coughing children on purpose. Yes. They're coughing on purpose, or they're spitting on them on purpose.
And you want to know why they're doing that, Vern?
No, it's disgusting. It doesn't matter if it was COVID-19. That's nasty.
I know, but they're doing it because they got it and they're miserable and they want to spread it. That's all that is.
I'm telling you, that's ground for me to just go ahead and whip your butt. Old school way. You spit on me, that's like your death sentence.
Yeah,
look,
you must.
Time to take off the earrings. Y'all know what time it is when you take off the earrings.
Vaseline. The Vaseline and your sneakers. There you go.
Yes.
Laquita is coming out. Yes. Laquita is coming out, and we're gonna be fighting. Yeah, so be careful when you go, and especially now with things opening up. But a few states have shut back down.
Yes,
they have had an increase.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw there was in Atlanta. There was a young kids had a COVID-19 party, and the first one that got it got money. And I heard the first one that got it said it, and I heard he just died.
Man, Atlanta doing that full
I just heard that today.
Oh, I need to find out.
I just heard it today.
Wow.
I COVID-19 parties, which is stupid as hell. I've heard that, but they said the first one that get it, because they were at the parties with no mask, the first one to get it gets money. I don't know how much money. I'm assuming $200 or $300. So the one that did get it, I heard he just died.
Wow.
Even before COVID-19, if somebody sneezed around me, I will run them out to get away from them. But I'm not going to be going around, away from them quietly. I will say something. Like, you nasty thing. I will run even before I had the COVID-19. I think it's just common courtesy. It's just, I mean, I don't know if your parents taught them.
Carol said she saw that on the news. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm going back in the chat, Vern.
All right. Thank you. Be amazing, Sylvia. Say it again about next week. Say it again about next week.
Okay. So next week, I will be live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My topic is Won't He Do It? And I'm going to be speaking on my experience. My sister's going to speak on hers, and my cousin's going to speak on hers. So there's going to be 3 queens speaking about how God, won't He do it, and how great God is. And then I'm going to have a couple of kings come up. I know it's all about upraising queens, but we got our kings too, ladies. So I'm going to have 2 kings come up, one to talk and motivate us, and another one to sing. So we just going to have some church.
Okay.
They're going to sing.
So get ready.
All right.
They're going to
sing, baby.
Sing.
Nice.
Yes.
I love it.
So I'm looking forward to this. I just got to confirm with I got 2 people I asked to sing. So I got to confirm with them. Once I get that confirmation, I'll put it together and I'll put it out there. So look on my page and you guys can set that reminder and come on in and let's have some church, baby.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. All right. Peace and blessings.
All right, so thanks, Sylvia. Hello, Charles Mary 31. Welcome in. How are you? Thank you for being here. April said, what the heck? I have to look into that. Yes, look into it. Won't he do it? Yes, next Sunday, 7 p.m. on Be Amazing Sylvia's channel. Let's go over there to support her. Oh, yes. So we've been on 2 hours and a half. Oh, 2:40. That's awesome. Let me see, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. We talked about cycle, development, breast, sexually active child, pregnancy, becoming. When do you think you became a woman? Not having sex, not having breast or cycle. When do you think you became in your head, oh, I'm a woman?
When I had my son.
When you had a son?
For me, when I had my son.
When I turned 20.
20?
Mm-hmm. Right before when I got married. 20. Yeah.
Mine was 23, like right after my husband died, because he died, I was 23. like right after that, because I felt, okay, now I have to be mom and dad. I have to be husband and wife. I have to make sure these children are raised right. I have to learn how to balance the checkbook. I have to learn how to drive a car, because I didn't need to do all that. I was spoiled. I ain't gonna lie, I was spoiled. I ain't had to do nothing. And I'm still spoiled. Me and my new husband, we married 20.
Look, nothing wrong with spoiled.
Yeah, we've been married 20. We've been together 28, and I cook. As you guys see, I don't cook. He brings me. I don't cook. So yeah, I'm spoiled. But shut up, Cody.
Yeah, right.
He's like, what? Yeah. So
Love it.
I felt at 23 is when I became a woman.
Yeah, I was right before I got married, and that's when it was so real. It was like, okay, so now it's not a girlfriend boyfriend thing. This is like the real deal. Holyfield. I'm gonna have to. And Charlie made me a housewife. I couldn't do it for 3 months. I was like, oh no, I'm going to work.
I know that's right.
They do this housewife thing. No.
Did you get married in a white dress?
I did.
You did. I got married in like a cream.
Really?
Oh, cream.
Cream. Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
He was my first, and he was, they made a big deal about it. Gotta have a white dress if you haven't. I said, I think y'all just want to know if I had sex.
Well, our son was in our wedding, so clearly.
Right.
Clearly.
Now, did you guys have a hysterectomy or a tubal? See, I have a tubal. I had a tubaligation, but I had the tubal due to finding out I was diagnosed with lupus, and from bleeding so much, they didn't know. And then I had the transfusion, the iron transfusion, and they're like, sure you want to have I'm sorry, I had the tubal after my last kid. I had a ablation, a NovaSure. And they said, well, this is going to be permanent, that you can't have any more children. Well, I wasn't having any more children anyway. I already had the tubal. So that's what I had. I had an ablation. So have you guys had a hysterectomy or a tubal?
No.
No, I personally haven't had it. Like I was telling, bye. Like I was telling you before.
Hold please.
Please. Okay. Oh,
please.
Oh, where's my plate?
Okay.
I haven't had my husband brought dinner home tonight. I've got to go eat. I'm jealous. Awesome.
See? Yo, what did you say, Bella? You had what?
Oh, so I was saying that my grandmother and my mother both had early hysterectomies, which forced their menopause to start kicking in earlier. And they were around their 40s. I did not have that. I did not have it, but I still had the symptoms. So I still had the fibroids. I still had the polyps. So my menopause actually kicked in, my premenopause actually kicked in my 40s, around mid 40s. And so I was having, even though I didn't have the hysterectomy, I still had to go through the same thing that my grandmother had.
Oh, April says she's on a tornado watch. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
We're praying and hopefully stay safe. Oh my goodness. Yes, stay safe.
Just headed here. Sorry.
Ugh.
You said headed there?
Yeah, because she's right next door.
Really?
She's the state over.
Going on outside in Ohio. I hear a little thunder, said Chosen Queen. Yeah, last night, remember we had this storm. Remember I kept telling you?
Yeah.
Hey, Deborah, glass.
Hey, Deborah.
You should have came up and said something, Deborah. I didn't know you were here. I'm sorry if I missed you. This has been a very emotional bonding period. Many more of us than you know or realize have shared Brown Girl Bella's and the Yo-Yo's experience and still hold it bottled up inside. Well, I hope it helped a little bit, that you were able to at least release something and feel a little bit better. That's the whole point of Queens Uplifting Queens. Help you let it go and let you know that this is a loving space here, okay? Safe, loving place for you. Did you have one, Eat to Live Strong?
I had I didn't have either or, because I was determined to leave this earth with what God gave me. But I I have endometriosis, which was actually probably the reason why I never had children. They never diagnosed me with endometriosis. And they were like, well, you're at the age now, we can go ahead and do a hysterectomy and you'll be fine. I'm like, nah, I'm not. I'm not going to go through that. But they said it's now a little incision. It's not the big voila that they used to do. They said it's better now. But no, I never had them. Never had it.
Ask her father where her plate is. She'll tell you. I don't cook. Oh, Denise said she had both, but not at the same time. And Chosen Queen said, yes, I'm very spoiled.
Yes, she is.
My dad spoiled her way too much. And my daughter. Hey, I can say that I'm spoiled.
I think I'm too controlling and let my because too messy.
Oh, you are lucky, Denise. She says she doesn't get hot flashes, but she gets moody.
Oh, wow.
Now, here's the thing. We were talking about with the cycle thing. That's how I could tell because my eyes was all off whack. That's how I knew when my cycle was coming on because my breasts would be so tender and pain. And if the wind blew, I'm ready to fight the wind because it hurts so bad.
Yeah,
so that was one of my symptoms. But as far as I don't know at this point. I don't know if I've gone through menopause or not.
Yeah, me either. I think I would have. I don't know. But if it did, it was a mild one. But I hear some people have a terrible, like they have estrogen. They have to get like they are literally sick. But
yes.
Is that your Sora NP?
Yes.
I'm worried about ablation because I would not notice changes in periods. Well, I think it stops it, won't it?
If it's if you get
it'll stop it. You won't get one at all.
You don't have them, yeah.
I need to get it. I haven't gotten it.
Carolyn E said they're like, I had a Nova Shore, so and I'm just gonna be honest, there was no change in sex and no change. It worked for me. You know, everybody is different. It was no change. Actually, it was better because now you more freedom.
Oh,
yeah. Cheryl said she had a tubal. She hate the hot flashes. Said Cheryl. She said, funny thing, I get nicer with mine.
Oh my God. That's
okay,
Michelle. Shoot, I wish.
I get hot flashes, but I don't sweat. Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Because that heat comes through you like it overwhelms you. Full hysterectomy, no fallopian tube. Oh, okay, Carolyn. She had the whole thing. So I didn't know if you wanted to come up or not, Carolyn, but how did you feel like in your body? Did you feel different without? I don't know. I think because they're removing stuff, like, do you feel different because it's removed? Because I'm like this. If the box is not going to be used, if the box is empty, you might as well throw it away.
That's another question because this will be a question on the people say some of the weirdest things. This guy said before, he's like, I could tell when a woman had a hysterectomy. I'm like, how the heck can you tell that?
Yeah, come on.
That fool.
I could tell when they lose brain cells.
that they never had the brain cells. Hey, Carolyn Eats. I'm sorry I didn't speak to you today.
But if with cancer, there's bleeding. I was just thinking that way. That's something we have to ask Sylvia because I'm not sure, NP. I can't answer that. I don't know. Sylvia said I'm having hot flashes. I haven't had a cycle since January 2018. Okay.
Oh yeah, you definitely.
I feel hot, but I don't know what a flash is.
Yeah, what the flash is that it happens suddenly. That's the flash part of it. But it's like a feeling from your feet all the way up. It's like a rush of heat.
Yeah.
You know how you walk in the store and that heat hit you at first? It's like that all over your body. Inside though.
Yes. It's like somebody turned the stove on all the way up to the highest it can go, like flame on.
And you would think that I am going through that now with this fan and my AC is turned down to 60, 61, 60. I'm burning up.
See, but it's hot outside, so it could be just the heat.
Well, you know, with MS, it's just the MS thing.
Yeah, the heat and the cold, it affects you guys.
Yeah, because even in the cold, I'm hot.
Now, Live Strong, do you have to take medicine for life, or are you like on a trial? They let you try something for 6 months, then get off, then get back on? No,
For life, permanent. I'm on my 5th or 6th medication that they finally got one that stabilized me. But I think they're now going to move me off of it, and I'm going to have to go to the infusions. So I don't want to do that.
Okay. Because I know some people with cancer has to take it for life or just for 5 years. So
yeah, mine's.
Well, if no one else wants to come up, I do want to say thank you all for being here. We still got 23 in the chat. Oh my gosh, I hate closing with.
Wow. I know, amazing.
I do. I hate that, but if you guys don't have anything to say, if you have something else you want to say about, you can talk about it. I don't mind. Do you have any teenagers, Brown Girl?
No, both my children are grown now.
Okay, what about empty nester? I did a video a long time ago when I started YouTube about empty nesting. I need to do a new one because people keep asking me. So how do you feel being an empty nester?
I love it. I love it. I did not think I was going to, because to be honest, my kids were like an extension of me. So when my son went away to college, I took it hard. Like I was like really going through separation anxiety. But by the time, you know, they say after the first one, by the time you have the second child, it's like, yeah, go ahead. So when I had...
Oh, Carolyn says she has nerve damage. Oh, wow.
What happened?
Your son is
Carolyn says she had nerve damage on the right side.
Oh
my goodness.
What did you say?
No, I was asking Brown Girl. Sorry, your son is here, right?
He's in Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah, he's here. Yeah.
He's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And my daughter is in Connecticut.
She's in Connecticut. Okay.
Oh, Connecticut. Yeah.
Well, I heard that's very nice up there.
She said, I feel the heat and it's very hot. I just don't sweat. Okay.
Yeah, you don't. Sometimes you don't sweat from it.
I think sometimes that's some people say that they sweat, but I don't.
I was never a big sweater. Like even when I'm like at the gym and I'm working out, I don't really sweat.
Like profusely. Yeah.
That's how you know I'm hot.
Okay. Deborah said she still had her cycle, but had to have a hysterectomy because of the cancerous fibroids, and it threw her right into menopause immediately. She walks with a small towel and sleeps with one. Okay. Foodie said, this is amazing. I love the conversation that we had. Very informative. Yes. Is anyone going live like at 10 o'clock? Because we can come and raid you. If someone's going live, they want to let me know. It's Sunny. My house is always full with my grand. Deborah said, I've always been a person who sweats easily. Anyhow, the flashes are quick, so I'm constantly putting covers on and off. Oh,
wow.
That's what
is there anything she can do to relieve that?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Like, do you experience that? Because for me, that hot and cold switch is terrible for me, and it keeps me up late at night. Like 1 minute I will be so hot I got to kick everything off, then the next minute I'm like really cold, I got to put the covers on, and it's like that all night long, so I don't get enough sleep.
Well, of course, you know they have medication for everything, but with medication you got to fight another thing to take care of.
I know.
Exactly.
So I'm sure there's some natural herbs out there though.
That would probably help.
Yeah.
And they have that sweat towel that you put on you that soaks up the sweat from when you're sweating. And the shirts, they even have the shirts that have that fiber wear.
They have the what is it? I have the for MS patients, they give us the oh God, I'm gonna forget the name of it, but you wet it and the beads expand and it helps you to keep you cool. Cooling towels.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah. And they're wonderful, but
Mommy, I have 5 more weeks before your next grandson comes. Woo! 5 Yay! They're in Arizona, so you know.
Stifling.
All right. Good night, Charles Mary. Thank you for being here. Chosen Queen said, thank you, Brown Girl Bella, for saying that. I thought something was wrong with me. What a relief.
No, there's nothing wrong with you, sweetie.
Oh, MP said they experienced a hot and cold switch. Oh, I don't think I did the cold.
Man.
I was in the hospital for 3 weeks with the flip small intestine. What? How did that happen? A flip small.
Wow.
That sounds painful. That sounds painful. Cheryl says she need a cooling towel.
Girl, they give them to
I can use some of those.
Sylvia said my cancer was estrogen driven, so I don't use any estrogen in my body. I don't have any estrogen. The chemo has weakened my uterus, so our sexual experience is so different. We have to be really creative because, oh
wow.
Sorry, Sylvia. Oh, that's not good if you can't enjoy it. It's like,
yeah,
I only get hot because I'm in this Florida heat. That's the only flash I get. Oh, I hear you. What did I say? Oh, Arizona. Sorry, Kansas. What?
Kansas.
On the Arizona. Kansas. Sorry. Oh, Chosen Queen. Thank you. Awesome live queens, uplifting other queens, a powerful move. Glory to God. Yes, it is a thing that Chosen Queen has started. We try to do one every Sunday, but there's one Sunday that's open. So if you're interested in wanting to have a panel for your own, talk with Chosen Queen and see what you guys can do. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. I feel that all of us get to talk and feel free and comfortable about issues. And I'm not trying to be funny, but some people on YouTube are not talking about something that's good, you know.
Yeah.
You know, to be different. What? Can one of my mods check and see if anyone is live or going live at 10? Foodie, are you going live at 10? Or Bella, when you go live? Let us know you're.
I went live already.
She was out here.
I'm going to bed.
That's all right. Tell us about your page and when you go live and stuff.
So my page is Brown Girl Bella, lips, lashes, and luxury. I talk about luxury skincare and beauty. I go live with the love stream, not a growth stream, a love stream, on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. My time slot is 6 to 7. So from 6 to 7, you in heaven with Brown Girl Bella. And then I drop new videos on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and try to do a bonus upload in between. On my own page, I go live for Bella After Dark, which my girlfriend, she loves, because that's Natasha and this girl here is named Chardonnay. That's when they come out to play. And we talk about grown women stuff, grown men stuff, and we get it popping in there. So come join us, have a beverage. That's Thursday night at 10 p.m., Bella After Dark. Yeah. And then on Sundays, I do Sunday sips at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we sip mostly water because I hydrate and just talk about today's current events. And I put on my makeup and we just chat like old girlfriends.
Yes, that's good. Before you eat to live strong, Deborah said, if someone could tell me what to do about the hot and cold switch, please do. I don't
know yet. I have an appointment that I need to make with my GYN. So when I go, I'll hook back up with you and let her know what she said, because that's number one with a bullet on my list of things I need to talk to her about. Because it's not a game. It literally keeps you up at night because you're constantly pulling off and putting on covers.
Right.
Be Amazing Sylvia said, oh, we make it happen, KY, and things don't get it twisted. We definitely work it out. All right. Coco
right,
said, Carolyn said Coco. Which Coco? Because there's 3 Cocos. There's Coco Vibe, Empire, and Coco Tell 'em. So you have to let me know which Coco, because I can't keep up with everybody. Maz can find her and drop that. We can go and raid her. I know all 3 of them. I haven't planned on going live. Foodie. Oh, okay, Foodie. Thank you. NPC said black seed oil helps with regulating and holy basil. I've never heard of that. helps with cramps. Holy basil?
I've never heard of holy basil. You might have to hit me up, Sora, and tell me about that one.
If any of my mods can drop Coco,
Coco, tell them.
Let me see. I can't see on this computer. Is anyone on the computer? Because on the computer you can see the participation list. I wish they brought that to the phone.
I know.
There are some changes that YouTube is doing. I gotta go back there and read up on it. I only briefly looked at it, but they have like 3 or 4 changes coming if they haven't started already.
I did see some changes on my iPhone that they've done too, so hopefully it's better.
You said she's live, Carolyn, or she's going live? Because I don't see her live. Yeah, Carolyn, is she, or if anybody see anyone else live, let me know. It's in liquid form, says NP. Oh, okay.
Somebody dropped her link.
Yeah, but I don't think she's live. I don't see her live. Let me look.
I don't see her. Let's see.
I see Coco Vibe is live. That's what I was saying. Which Coco? Deborah said, I would appreciate that, brown girl Bella, because I also sleep with a fan at the foot of my bed, one overhead with the air on, which doesn't help with being cold. Wow.
Yes. I have a ceiling fan as well. So I totally get it. It's coming up soon, so I can connect with you afterwards.
She's not live. No, she's not. That's what she said, but maybe. Okay, so we'll give her a few minutes to see if it pop up, because it's just 10:05. Let's see if she go live in 5 minutes. But I'm gonna have Eat to Live Strong tell us about her page and when she goes live.
Yes, because your girl has overactive bladder. That's why I keep muting out.
Yeah, go.
Oh. Okay, so yes, Eat to Live Strong. I talk about ways of getting people healthy, minimizing their health conditions. I'm not a doctor. I am a nurse, but I don't practice anymore. So I talk to people about things to do by the way of natural ways of eating healthy, eating the right foods. I go live on Mondays, starting back again this Monday because I'm off of doctor's bed rest now. Yay!
Yay!
So I will be back on tomorrow at 7:30. All of my time slots are 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Monday is my Mortgage Mondays. Wednesday is my Wellness Wednesdays. And Friday is my Fitness Fridays. I put out content on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Sunday is my day of love and relax into the Lord. And that's basically my channel.
Okay. So guys, for me, DMV Dining Diva, somebody said is live. Can you guys drop her link?
Oh, cool.
Let's see. Sylvia said, I got an old lady bladder too. Well, for me, you guys know on Tuesdays, I do drop the link, which is something amazing. I'm really enjoying it. So that is at 6 p.m. on Tuesdays. And then I also go live on Saturdays. This Saturday, I was with Eat to Live Strong, and we played games. We had so much fun. So we may incorporate that. 1 week is on my page, 1 week is on her page. If someone else wants to join, that's fun. It's just something to keep our mind off of YouTube, keep our mind off the world issues. Bella, you was there. We had fun. We
had fun.
Oh, we had so much fun. So guys, if you want to just, we did TV shows last night, but we could do cartoons. We could do detective story. We could do anything.
I want to do cartoons.
Yeah,
let's do cartoons.
It was fun.
Yes, right. Each list. Bella says she will do the cartoons.
I want to do cartoons.
And you know what? As we were playing, people were naming what they thought the channel, what the clues were, and I said, "Oh, I was writing them down." I said, "Oh, that's another one." Yep.
So, guys, I do want to say thank you because my page is thriving. I'm super excited.
Yes.
In the middle of renovation, so this is why it looks like this. I have something exciting coming. So give me like 2 weeks to be done. Look in the description of this link if you guys are interested in purchasing those water bottles, stock. I have all that in the description of this live. Also, the links of the people that came up on the panel. I do have to add Brown Girl Bella's. No, I don't. I got you there. I got you, Eat to Live Strong, and Miss Tanita. I got to take Miss Tanita off and add Kristen and Sylvia, the other people that came up. I will do that later tonight or tomorrow. But guys, there are 20 still amazing pages here. Thank you so much. Can somebody drop DMV Dining Divas link if you have not? Hey, Ariel, the magical hands. Hi. How are you?
Hi. Welcome.
Hey, Gigi Gluten Free. Hi. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Let's see. Did one of my mods drop it? Yes, they dropped DMV Dining Diva. So, guys, I want to say today is a good day to have a great day. Let's make today beautiful. Remember, no one is perfect and never stop dreaming. You know, I love you guys. Thank you to my guests. If you guys are not connected to Brown Girl Bella or Eat to Live Strong, make sure you're connecting with them and anyone else in the chat. Foodie, Chosen Queen, amazing, Be Amazing Sylvia, guys. All these people are super amazing. Connect with them the right way. Show love. If you guys don't have my second page, V Mac Show, please get over there. I have videos coming. I just gotta learn how to get it from one phone to the other. I'm still working on that. I don't know what happened, but I'm working on that. So I do have 3 videos coming for on that page. And I just thank you guys, really. You guys really are my YouTube family. I don't want to cry. I super appreciate it. I have 2 viral videos. I could not have done it without you guys. My mods rock. My mods are number 1 on YouTube. You know, I always boot them up and say my mods are the best mods on YouTube. My chat is the best chat. We love here. We spread love and we love on each other. So with that being said, guys, peace and blessings, love and light.
Love and light.
Thank you. Let's go over to DMV Dining Diva. Say at least in the chat, Burns Junk Closet Raid. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to stay here until I see people go over there. And then I will meet you guys at DMV Dining Diva. Again, say Vern's Junk Closet Raid twice in the chat, not back to back. Give it a few. I again love you guys. If you guys have anything else to say before we head out,
nope.
They said let's go.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. Love and light. Going over to DMV Dining Diva. I will meet you guys over there.
Bye.
Yes. Bye.
DMV Dining Diva, Ariel. DMV Dining Diva. Hey, Osa, how are you? Are you joining my stream Wednesday, July 15th? Ariel, you have a stream July 15th? I will write it down. Hold on. What time is it, Ariel, if you're still here? What time? Let's see. What time, Ariel, if you're still here? Tara said, nice chatting with you ladies. Thank you, Tara. Talk to you later, babe. 7 Mountain. Okay, hold on. 7:06 p.m. Mountain. Okay. I'm putting you on it on Wednesday, July 15th. Yes, I will be there. And I will send out a community tab. Close to reach 2,000. Ooh, yay! Good night, Denise. I like to stay until I make sure everyone is gone. DMV Dining Diva Ariel. If you go back up the chat, you should see the link. Let me see if that'll let me. It might not let me drop it from here. Yeah, it won't let me drop it from here. Hold on. It's DMV Dining Diva. Let me see if I can drop it for you. Okay, I just dropped it in the chat. Thank you, Christian, for being here. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Hey, Donna Ree, how are you? We're leaving. We're going to raid DMV Dining Diva. But thank you for stopping in. Yeah, there it is. I put it in. Yeah. I actually got to grab you here, Ariel, so I'll make sure I put your bell on. Okay, I got you, Ariel. Thank you guys again. That's okay, Donna Reed. Thank you, though, for stopping in. We're going over to raid DMV Dining Diva. The link is right there in the chat. Thank you guys again. Love and light. I'll meet you over there.